I live in California. You?
California. Oh, I live in Vietnam.
Okay.
Vietnam.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes, I'm must say that I'm really happy to found your good, and saw your video, and I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Yes. But I'm not kind of a techie. I'm non-tech, so I have difficulties in following. Yes, but your instruction is very clear. Yeah, thank you
Oh,
for
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
So,
So
have you been building anything or?
actually, I'm using Cloud to organize my workspace, kind of building, organize my second brain. So messy with the work right now, and then I mean, so I haven't actually write code to build any real app yet. Hopefully after this I can.
You're using Claude over there.
Yes, I'm using Cloud.
So do you type into it in Vietnamese?
Yes, I use both English and Vietnamese.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Cloud is really cool. It's very straightforward and not kind of cheerleading. You know what I mean? Very straightforward. And I use Fable. I use Fable.
Label.
Yeah,
So how
Fable.
does that work? Do you but whenever you write code, the code is in English, right?
Yes. The code is in English, of course. Yes, the code is in English. But the prompt I can use English and Vietnamese alternatively.
What's up, Oleg? We went international this week, bro. We got somebody from Vietnam.
Uh,
No, right on. Welcome. Whoa, what
so
time is
you
it in
know each
Vietnam?
other already? Has hello
Yeah,
Olive?
Oleg's a good friend, man. He's a
Oh,
good dude. Very
sorry.
smart. Very smart guy.
Oh, thank you so much. I really want to connect with smart guys, especially my smart guy in tech, because that's my weakness.
So do you, Oleg, are you aware of any coding languages that aren't English?
um, coding,
Yeah,
yes, coding is in English.
yeah. I mean, there's like translations of almost everything, but it's just not widely adopted, and it's hard to get like resources.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all exists.
I mean, you could theoretically type your variable names in anything you want, as long if you're using Roman characters, right?
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
but every major language is essentially English based, isn't it?
Yes, it's actually English based, and I even asked Claude if I use Vietnamese or English is better. Claude said that, so you can see my screen. So I sometimes I write in Vietnamese. So you see Vietnamese here, and is safe, and then I come here and write in my very kind of not native language. Is why this error still appears. I thought you read on to the files in this part and fix a broken link. So it's very basic English, and I even use anti-gravity to translate the Vietnamese, the English response of Claude to Vietnamese, and then and I discuss with anti-gravity in Vietnamese, as you can see here, and then I say that this is Fable response check and debate. If okay, then write in English to update to Fable. So you see, I just use that method to kind of have AI models working in English together.
It's amazing.
And Claude
But
said that is the best way, because English can save a lot of token, because Vietnamese, you see there some there are this symbol, you see. Yeah.
oh, does Vietnamese typing in Vietnamese use more tokens?
It's more token. Yes. Claude said that it is a verified source. Yes.
it probably also has to use tokens just to execute the translation because it probably doesn't run inference like natively. Like there was a famous story with some like Russian rock star or pop star, whatever, musician guy, and he like wanted to use one of the image generating engines, and so the prompt he used was like Russian word for native, so he expected, you know, like bears and whatever and furry hats, but he got like a bunch of like, you know, Native Americans on horses. That is just to say that like when it's gonna run the computation, it's gonna run it on the translated prompt, not on the like. Well, I mean, it depends. Also, it was kind of an old story now. It's like months and months ago. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying. So you might not be getting what you think just because there's the translation layer in there.
oh, I mean, depending on if you're doing like dev work, I think you're probably gonna get what you want. But if you're gonna get something like very like cultural or context specific, then it might misunderstand. If there is if it's different in the whatever in the English based context.
So there was a funny story. I might have told you this one before, but back in the day when we were BGI, before we were BlackRock, there was an example. Somebody had called in to make a trade, and they told them to make a trade on Cisco. And I don't know if it was buy it or sell it, whatever it was, but they told them to make a trade on Cisco.
I see where it's going.
Yeah, yeah. And then, you know, the company implemented the wrong Cisco. They did the food company instead of the networking company, and it ended up being the wrong side of the trade entirely. So they ended up having to write like a massive check to the client because they didn't use the ticker. They just, you know, translated the word wrong.
Yeah. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often, honestly.
Right. I mean, it's really interesting that one of the things that blows my mind is how these LLMs can deal with every one of our languages, right? Because each one of us has quirks in the way that we communicate. Like they're like you're, you know, if you write 10,000 words, it essentially becomes like a fingerprint, just the way that you phrase sentences and your cadence and all that. And then it can handle, you know, misspellings, grammar errors, all that stuff. Somehow it's still able to navigate all of that, you know. And to think about that versus 2 years ago, if you had a fucking curly bracket out of place, the program won't compile, and somehow LLMs are able to just take in anything and figure it out. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the program still won't compile. It's just that LLM will fix it quicker.
Yeah. Pretty amazing. You tried any new tools?
I've been like going into agentic configuration with Copilot for work mostly. That's been my like
Gross.
annoying thing. Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Around with Copilot.
Say again?
Why are you messing around with Copilot?
Oh,
Does the company hate you?
It's the company lock-in. It's not my choice.
So like they hate you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's gross, man. What are you working on?
So I actually just got lucked myself into essentially a free ChatGPT Max plan.
Free is nice. What's how'd you get it for free?
Wow, you're gonna love this. Do you remember Vinny? Adam's roommate?
Vaguely, man. Like, not really. He wasn't a comedy person. He was just like an Adam friend, right?
Yeah, he was like an Adam friend that was always out with us drinking, like, you know, skinny, kind of emo looking dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Had a, you know, girlfriend with like the biggest jubs you're ever gonna see. Anyway, he's a cool dude. So he works at OpenAI now.
No way.
I texted him yesterday because I had been trying to use Sol, and it literally 15 minutes your usage is worn out. And then I texted him. I was like, I need resets. And then he said, "What's your email address?" And I gave it to him. He's like, "Okay, you have a free Pro plan for the next 90 days." I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here! So yeah, I've been hammering all day.
So what does it do for them? Was he a tech guy?
So Vinny's an interesting dude, man. So he majored in journalism.
That tracks.
And then he just learned, technology over the years. And so he was doing, when I met him, he was doing Salesforce stuff, like Salesforce adjacent. He wasn't working directly for Salesforce, but he was like helping implement them or something. And then he did a bunch of different jobs. But then Vinny is actually kind of the grim reaper for companies.
That's funny.
So he worked at Twitter, not long before Musk took them out.
Sure.
And then he goes from Twitter to Peloton. And I remember telling him, I'm like, dude, what are you doing at Peloton? It's just a fucking iPad glue doing an exercise bike. Like, that's not a real company. And then they die. And then he worked at a couple more companies, and they died. And
what did he do at Twitter?
what did he do? Let me find out. It's a good question. The thing is, Vinny is like incredibly likable.
There we go.
Like, he just, I think it would be very difficult to find someone that hates him.
That's awesome.
He's just super chill, very bright, so he, is made for those kind of environments. So at Twitter, he joined Twitter in 2016.
Wow, long time. That's a long stretch.
Yeah, right when they went evil. As a software engineer, and then he left in June of 2021. He was a manager of IT apps engineering.
Got it. Oh yeah, that tracks. Okay, yeah, he was probably internal apps because of Salesforce. Yeah, platform dev. Yeah, that makes sense. That's dope, man. It sounds like he just like probably did a coding boot camp like everybody and became a dev. Hell yeah, man.
I don't think he did. He was. I think he just learned the shit all on his own.
Wow, that's even better. I mean, like self-taught is impressive because that's like shows more discipline. But yeah, like I remember Adam's friends, but like if they weren't just like people that we all hung out with, but yeah.
Yeah, so then he was a senior engineering manager at Salesforce at Peloton. And then Skydio, and then Intap, and now he is some kind of go-to-market stuff at OpenAI.
Huh. Cool.
Since 2025, October 2025. So
that's massive. He's gonna be rich when they IPO.
I'm fairly certain he's already pretty wealthy.
Oh shit! Nice.
He lucked into one of the best situations in life. Like his wife grew up here, and then like right around when we had kids, like her grandma died or something like that. So they got this free house in Richmond that like,
oh yeah,
it's like this old Victorian, 2,500, 3,000 square foot house that they got for free.
Yeah, he's set.
Yeah, he's just one of those people, like things just fucking fall in line for him.
Nice.
So, but he's a good dude, so it's hard to hate on him for it. But yeah, so he gives me this free Max plan right as I send him the link to this YouTube video where I was just like shitting all over his company last night. I'm like, wow, that's kind of awkward.
Is he going to be offended? Is he like company line kind of guy?
He's known me for 20 years.
There you go. Yeah, that's rad. That's good, man. That's cool. So is it unlimited or what? Like no token limits?
I think it's similar to having a $200 plan, but I mean It's effectively unlimited
for 90 days. Pretty sweet. And then you can just so yeah. All right. So that's cool. So that's great. So like you just like building the stuff that you were building with it before. Yeah.
So I haven't worked on that video project for a couple weeks because every time something happened right after I released that last video with the audio normalizing. So I think what happened, because I'll notice weird things with my ChatGPT account from time to time, because I actually was one of the top 1% users in 2025. Like I hammered the out of that thing, and then I was one of the one of the first 5% that had a paying account to ChatGPT.
Yeah, I remember that you got that message from them saying like, "Congratulations, you leveled up."
Yeah. So I think that they give my account some kind of super user, or they do things like put me in test groups or something like that, because like
Power
just
user,
does
yeah.
addicting.
Makes
And
sense.
so it started acting right after I got done with that audio normalizer. I tried working on another project,
Right.
and it started acting like how Soul acts right now.
Để trong kia
And
rồi, trong tủ.
Soul, I don't know if anyone else has done it. Hopefully some other people can jump
Trong
in,
đấy,
but
đi này.
it takes a ton of autonomy. And so it's doing way more than what you ask it to do, which leads to it burning a shitload of tokens. And it also leads to it being super dangerous. I don't really think it's a very good product for people that are beginners, to be honest.
It's a agentic harness, right? Is that what it is? That sits in your directory structure and just uses your computer?
Well, no, so Sol, SOL, that's the OpenAI's 5.6 model.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So there's 3 levels, which I don't understand that either. There's like, what is it called? Sol, Terra, and Luna.
All right.
Which they're just making, and then each one of those has low, medium, high, ultra. So like 12 different models is just confusing. So when I run the 5.6 Sol model, it's the classic thing where people are like impressed with the volume of stuff that gets put out, but then when you look into it, you're like, well, this is a big volume of shit,
No.
So I'll give you so earlier I was working on this video thing, and it introduced some kind of bug that like screwed up the file open dialog, and so I flagged that, and so because it had thrown off an error, it disables the rest of the UI buttons, right? Because it's like locked in a disconnected state, right? So its solution was to implement a cancel dialog button. That was the solution it came up with. It didn't come up with let's figure out the error on the file open and surface that and fix that. It came up with let's implement a different button to cancel the open dialog.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, it's just so kludges, a lot of kludges. What's up, Josh?
Hello, Josh.
Josh is away from the computer.
AFK.
Yeah, what? What's going on, guys? Not much.
We don't get to see any books tonight. What's going on, man?
What's up?
So we don't get to see any books tonight.
Oh, shit.
Usually we get to see the blurry books behind you.
Yeah, there you go. I figured, everybody else had it off.
I know. What have you been working on?
Hello, em.
Not much last
oh,
week. Not
vậy.
too much.
Nhờ vậy ăn sớm.
Did you do any more work on your YouTube channel?
I was gonna say your little videos, the couple that I saw. I mean, the one had a sound problem, but the one that didn't looked pretty slick. Just like from production perspective, it was good.
Anh đi rồi mua khác.
Not bad for what it was. I mean, just
Mỗi người một nửa đi.
throwing
Mỗi
a
người một
few
nửa đi.
prompts in and letting it rip.
How much did it? Yeah, like how long did it take to put together? It was what, like around
Mà chính
what
là
6-7
ăn
minutes,
cái,
right? How
bánh
long
cuốn mỡ đấy đi ăn
how
chuối
long
con
did
ạ.
that put?
Cho nó ấy đi.
How long did it take you to
Cân
put
bằng
it
lại.
together?
Actual effort? Almost none.
Nice.
Maybe not even an hour.
Còn
Oh,
hơi-
cool.
Like maybe an hour, if that. I mean, it wasn't much. Get Claude or something to generate a couple prompts, throw them in it, and let it run. Wasn't no big deal. Here, I'll throw this other channel in the chat. This other one did much better. Switch. So I don't know if I tossed that one in. I showed you that one a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago or not.
This is with Amish Josh.
Yeah, Amish Josh was much better.
I like Amish Josh.
By
the time it hits your-
screw with that a bit more, but I got a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
more
yeah.
views.
That's pretty good. I like how it's like vaguely resembles the creator. That's great.
Yeah. Told Google to make me an avatar, and that's what it made.
No, I love that. That's funny.
No, just listing some shit on eBay using that program I made. So, working out bugs. So,
Hashtag bug life.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I like the new one we made, but it still needed work. So,
You're still using Google, right?
yeah, it's still on the studio.
Have you tried their anti-gravity program? Are you still using
I have
AI
not
stuff?
touched that. I've not touched that at all.
Okay.
Have you?
So I downloaded it when I did that Magic the Gathering video, and I ran anti-gravity through the command line for Gemini's part of that, but I haven't really used the anti-gravity program yet. That's why I was curious to find if anyone had used it.
Yeah.
It looked very similar to like Claude Code.
Nhá.
Oh,
Về giữ sức khỏe
see if I
ngày mai
can
là
open
đi
it.
quẩy nhá. Nhá.
Are you a big Magic player? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, I am. I like Magic, but I've never played in person.
Thế đi. Thế mình lời mời. Bảo.
So how did you start?
À quên. Em
What's the story of you in Magic? That's so surprising. Like,
Anti-gravity.
Gấu.
Yeah, this is Google anti-gravity. It involves marijuana and PlayStation
Em bảo
2.
luận lên. Bảo Nga nhận luận lên.
okay, that's
And
kind of
it-
trash.
Đúng
Yeah.
rồi em bảo Nga.
Yeah,
Không
getting
thì là vậy.
the Duel of the Planewalker
Đấy là
thing
hoạt động của anh để anh
fucking
quảng
20
bá.
years ago on my
Nó học của anh
PS2,
đấy.
and then I would just sit there for hours and hours and hours and play Magic. And then even honestly, fuck, even before that, I had
càng lòng vòng càng tốt. Anh thích như này, càng
God
lòng
damn,
vòng
this
càng
was
tốt.
back
Cái điệu này.
in the late 90s. There was when you would go to Best Buy and you would buy
Kệ, bảo đi.
software in like big cardboard boxes.
Bảo
Yeah.
quay video á,
I had
Yeah.
one of the original Magic the Gathering games, which would probably be worth a lot of money now, but it was fucking rad, dude. You would it was kind of like Final Fantasy. Like you would walk around the map, and then you would occasionally hit enemies, and then you would have like a Magic the Gathering duel against them. And you would basically, whenever you beat them, you would win cards, and over time you would be able to build a better and better deck, and then eventually like you take on the like bosses or whatever. It was fun. I don't know. Magic's fun. It's like a brain game.
Interesting. I've never played it, but like, I know it's a big social thing. Like, because I've seen like people like do like meetups and like Starbucks and stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. That looks cool, I guess. But I never was able. I don't know. I never got into it. And like the most unlikely people, like randomly, I find out are like big fans. So I'm like, huh, okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I've literally never played it in person. And I think if I sat down at a table and tried to play it with people, I would be like a complete beginner. But I just like playing it online because it's a complicated game. I don't know. It's like if you play Pokemon cards or like Dominion or any of those. It's a complicated game, so having the computer kind of keep track of the counters and all the different things, it just makes it easier.
That's cool, man. It definitely lends itself to apps too. So
Yeah, I think it makes a really interesting test, and I'm gonna run some more this weekend. I want to test these 3 ChatGPT models against each other, the like Sol, Terra, and Luna. Like, what are they actually? Is one actually better than the other?
but you got to be careful though. Like, if you want this to have mass appeal, just keep in mind that non-players, you're gonna lose them likely. But
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
fine.
trying to make it everybody in the world.
Say again.
I'm not trying to make content for every single person in the world.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I was doing that, then I would just do those dumbass like, I made $10,000 by installing Hermes videos. I'm not doing that.
Keep on doing those Grok videos.
Man, everyone's waking up to Grok, dude. All the fucking bozos have been dropping Grok 4.5 videos today. I'm like, what the fuck, you guys? I was 2 weeks ahead of y'all.
Well, it blew up your channel a little bit.
It did, man. That one got me over 1,000 subscribers by itself.
What are you up to now? I haven't looked in a couple days.
1550.
Oh shit, good deal.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I dropped that video last night, and it took off overnight. I dropped it, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock whenever I did, and then I woke up, I already had like 2,000 views, but then it kind of flatlined this, I don't know, around noon, and I've only had a couple more 100 more views since then. But the click-through on it is almost 10%. And I think what happened is it's been polarizing. It's the only video I've had where I've had a fair number of dislikes. So I have 89 likes and 18 dislikes.
Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, the Magic the Gathering stuff is interesting because it's like trying to stitch the cards, but then also, having them build an app. And then I had them make a spreadsheet. And I think for the next round, I'll also have them make like a PowerPoint document, explaining what you did and what your strategy was. Because it just hits a lot of use cases of why you would use these models in your business and stuff. And so I think it's a good test scenario from that perspective.
Okay. Okay luôn.
And then I don't know if anyone's used Grok 4.5. It's actually pretty good too.
Could you please show us how you use Grok 4.5? I haven't tried it. Is even better than Claude?
I don't think Grok is necessarily better than Claude, but it's cheaper.
Okay, cheaper. So I said I remember you said that it is equal favor level, but with cheaper cost.
Oh, so 4.5 isn't Fable yet. 4.5 is about the same as Opus.
Oh, okay.
But it's significantly cheaper. It doesn't burn through tokens nearly like Claude does. And it also will allow you to do, it's not as censored as Claude. So I made that Candy Crush clone earlier in the week. I don't know if you saw that, my Swedish bikini team Candy Crush. Did you see that one, Josh?
Yeah.
No, I seen it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see the thumbnail, but haven't watched it. But no, it's cool. That's the truth. It's cool.
Yeah, so this is, I'll show you. This is the one that I made with Grok before they dropped the 4.5 model. So I just, made a Candy Crush clone. And it's pretty good, it's got the girls on there. It's a little bit edgy. It's got the sounds, all that stuff. Pretty decent,
Just a web game, right?
Yeah, it's like literally, it's all embedded in one giant HTML file.
Cool.
That's cool. Do you have the source code for this one?
So then this is Grok 4.5 version. I ran the same prompts through Grok 4.5, and this is what we get. It generated these images.
That is so Grok. I love it.
Right? The animations are just better. It's crisper. The sounds that it picked are better. It's just overall, a much better app. No, I did try to make an adult version where you could like have a toggle and then like they would be like topless girls, but it refused. It will not make topless girl images. And I tried various prompts to jailbreak it, and it just wouldn't go.
Yeah, you just need a jailbroken model. I mean, you could probably use. Well, first of all, it can't be generating new images, right? It just like it generated a whole bunch of images and then it just cycles them through, right? So
Yeah. So it made these in a folder.
so then the move is to find a jailbroken model to undress the. Oh my god, the beer foam.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Well, do you know about the Swedish bikini thing?
Yeah, isn't it from some like
It was like an
1980s?
old Milwaukee beer commercial. So yeah, so these are all the images that it generated.
Right. So okay. So you can now probably take these images, feed them into some jailbroken app model combo, and get them, re-rendered, undressed.
Yeah, I was just more testing to see if Grok would actually do it. Just kind of
That's a
testing
good
out.
test. That's a cool side by side. I like it.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's
I like
definitely
how
a big.
ridiculous some of these images are.
I mean, they're pretty damn good. Like, those are hot girls. But yeah, so it definitely. This is the kind of quality you wouldn't. Well, one, Claude can't generate images, so right away it would fail on that.
The one
then-
with beer foam is like I can't get past it. Keep going.
That one does it for you, huh?
It's just so stupid.
We just found his weakness. But yeah, so I mean, this is Opus quality. This is good stuff. And so if you've the move now is if you've built things that need to run, like agentic systems and stuff, hooking up Grok is definitely the cheapest way to go. And it's just a good model. Is it the best on the market right now? No, but the fact that it went from something that everybody was shitting on to like literally everyone's talking about it today because it's just as good as Opus is pretty insane. And you give them, I think 8 more weeks and they've got a Fable out. And then you play it out 2 more years where Elon Musk is the only one with like data centers in space. Yeah, they'll be in a good spot.
The putting it in space could become another self-driving thing that's perpetually 36 months away.
Yeah. There's a lot of engineering challenges with that, man.
And I mean, it only seems like a good idea on a few parameters, and it's a atrocious idea on many more parameters.
Why do you say that?
What is made easier by putting it in space? I mean, except like GPS computations.
No human government friction.
Yeah, but it's not. Putting shit in space is not free, so.
It's not free, but he's already solved it.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Starlink proves that he solved it. The guy has put in more shit in space than anyone.
Yeah, getting boxes into space, I get it, but like doing everything that you need a data center to do, that's like a lot more than just putting a box into space.
Yeah. But it solves the cooling.
But that's what I'm saying. It solves one problem, sort of.
And
Right.
in theory, it solves the electricity problem too, because it could, it's got infinite solar.
Yeah.
Although, is that true? If it's on the other side of Earth, like with Earth between it and the sun, then it has no power, right?
I mean, I'm sure it'll have battery, but it's not a 3 variable problem. It's like a problem with thousands of variables.
Yeah,
Many of
I mean,
which-
you're dealing with the radiation, little pebbles flying around. Like, there's a lot to solve.
Yeah, there's a huge number of like, and once again, there's a lot more basic stuff like all these materials performing at temperature, and I don't know, it's just there's all this like infinite amount of little problems that, once again, it's like, okay, cooling is a big problem, sure, I get it, but there's a lot of other small problems that are like don't exist by doing it on Earth. But whatever, yeah, I'm not, I'm not inclined to like be a complete like negative Nancy about it. I'm just saying, and we'll wait and see.
I think that's one of the things that makes him so different from everyone else. Is that dude is not at all scared to go after really hard problems.
That is legit an asset in that he is good at telling the establishment sort of like, just because you haven't solved that problem with the tools of like 10 years ago or whatever doesn't mean that I won't. And that's a real tangible, that's a very important thing that not enough people are, I don't know, willing to acknowledge, which is annoying.
Well, people were willing to acknowledge it right up until 2023, actually middle of 2024 was when people quit acknowledging it. But prior to that, like, anyone on the peninsula, any of the people in the Bay Area, they couldn't like fanboy hard enough on Elon, right? Because that was where they all had their Teslas. That's why Teslas were such like a status thing if you lived on the peninsula.
Yeah.
And then, once he tried to like make the government not waste billions of dollars and they branded him a Nazi, now it's like cool to be like, oh, well, I hate Elon Musk. You're a fucking idiot.
I mean, there was a lot of haters even before there was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, ultimately, yeah.
They just dropped, so there's a free 4.5, so you can get a free Grok Build 4.5 subscription.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, I think it's for, it might just be for if you have a X Premium account.
X Premium.
Maybe.
Do you have X Premium?
Yeah, that was how I bought it.
Oh, wow, okay.
It was cheaper to buy it through Twitter than to buy it through Grok.com.
That's funny.
I had a Grok paid subscription last year because I just had a $20 plan to all four of them because I just wanted to try everything, And then I got rid of the Grok plan a few months ago because I figured out it was cheaper through Twitter, and I wanted to get a Twitter paid plan so that my posts and stuff actually finally start getting seen by people.
Oh, for marketing, for sure.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, well, shit, if I'm already doing that, I'll get and so that was where I started using it because it was part of Twitter. And then I was like, oh, this is, it's not that bad.
Or it probably got a lot better since the last time you looked at it, which is going to happen a lot with every.
I mean, it took a major level up this week when it went to 4.5. I mean, you're seeing it. Like, if you start looking through like social media and YouTube and stuff, people are actually talking about Grok. No one was talking about it. That's why that one video I released popped off, because I was like the only one talking about it. So I get all of the search traffic. Then you got all kinds of people declaring that they're getting rid of their Claude plan because they can use Grok.
Oh, wow. That's surprising, but I guess makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know what Anthropic's going to do, man.
What do you mean? They're going to take that good Amazon money and build more compute.
I don't know. I legit think that they have a major problem. They're not going to be able to move Fable to be API billing. Oh, nice. I got a Twitter follower. Thanks, Michael.
You're welcome.
Because so if you know, according to what people are saying, I haven't tried Fable, but according to what people are saying, you know, Soul and Fable, you know, they're right there neck and neck with each other, right? Some people say one's better, some the others, which is the way it's been for a long time. But if Soul is part of your subscription and Fable you have to pay via the credit, like no one's going to sign up for Fable. You can run up a $1,500 bill in like one afternoon running off the API.
Whoa, what? That is unreal. That's a crazy number.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're spending a couple $100, what, in an hour or two, easy?
Well, that's how that's the whole big story with like Microsoft cutting off their developers from Anthropic models, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they'll be forced to reprice it. I mean,
Yeah, they're not going to have a choice. They're all in a race to the bottom. They're all ultimately, OpenAI and Anthropic both are up against 3 companies that can make these products free to us.
Just like the internet in the old days, right? Many companies charge for simple things, but then Google open sources make it almost free. So I'm reading your article on X, why API-based billing will fail. Yes, I really like it, and yes, give you a like.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really, appreciate
really like your insight from real experience. You are really a hidden gem on internet. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm international today, Josh. I don't know if you know this or not, but we have our first international visitor to the call.
Oh. So
Michael joined us all the way.
You all know each other. You meet in person. Your friends in real life.
I've never met in person.
But U.S. citizen.
Yeah, I've known him for a couple of years.
So,
and then Oleg and I have known each other for 20 years.
Oh, great. I love this kind of private, cozy group. So sick of gurus out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a few more people last week. You know, we just try to get together and talk AI, and more the merrier, you know.
So when did this group first created? Do you have any plan for growing this group?
Yeah, I mean, I think I made the school group, I think back in February.
Oh, February? Wow. So,
I think so, something like that. Let me look.
Half a month, so really half a year already.
I did it I did it at Thanksgiving last year, so November of 2025.
November 2025.
But I didn't really have, you know, I wasn't really promoting it, or, you know, I think there was like 40 people in the group. And a lot of those were people that came one time and never ever came back. Up until a couple weeks ago when I started making YouTube videos. Yes. And then now, you know, I've been getting more and more people joining.
Yeah, I found you on YouTube because I just researched the keyword about rock. And your videos come up. And I really like your video about the thumbnail that Elon Musk piece. Yes, that's the most viral one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That's it. So I just have a quick glance and I see, oh, this is the man that I looking for, because I'm had very best experience with fake guru. So if I see someone kind of hidden gem, I realize and I join, and I really appreciate your knowledge, and I'm going to install the script code because I'm a moon dancer and a marketing artist, so I really want to edit to use AI to edit my
Wait, what did
dancing
you say you were?
tutorial.
What was that last part?
I'm a moon dancer and a marketing artist. Also, I'm dance like Michael Jackson, and I make a lot of YouTube tutorials. So I need AI
For
to
dancing?
help me with editing. Yes, I'm a dancer.
What kind of dancing?
Dancing. Yes, I can show you. My YouTube has 18K subscriber, but not a fan base, but kind of some one video viral. So I have that video viral
Moon
attract
dance.
many subs, 1,000 subs. So yeah, so this is the viral video. So really appreciate you guys giving so much valuable knowledge, because I'm just an artist. I'm not a tech person. So
So is this like Vietnamese breakdancing?
Michael Jackson, not breakdancing, but Michael Jackson dancing. You see, you know Michael
Okay,
Jackson,
that's what.
king of pop. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what moon dancing is.
yes, yes. I hope you all know about the Michael movie just released a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a highest grossing film in biopic. Yes, nearly 1 billion USD already. Yes. So I use AI to help me with planning and strategy and sell digital products like moon dancing course, some digital products. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you plan to promote your group or anything like that, I can help you. I can because I don't know what is your long-term plan or mission of this group. Is free forever, or you will upsell any products or something. So I can help you to attract. Firstly, I guarantee Vietnamese people are really looking for high quality and trustworthy source of knowledge. I know many guys interested in meeting in person, group, private, small group like this. Yes, and I myself, I'm just interested in a small group like this. So if you want to promote, just tell me. I can help you.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to get to where I'm able to do like small group training, like 4-week cohorts and stuff like that, where I'm kind of teaching people how to use these tools and teach them how to vibe code.
Yes.
And then I think the group that I have, I'll probably keep free forever.
Free
And
forever.
then
Okay.
as it grows, eventually have like a paid group above. I would like to be able to get to a point where I can get paid to do this and have this be my only job. Right now, I just lose money because I'm just paying for subscriptions and making no money off anything that I do. But yeah, over time, I'd like to be able to get to where I get paid, because I think the thing that you said about the fake gurus, that's important to me, because there's so many people out there that are so full of shit lying
Yes.
about what AI can do.
Yeah.
And like, it pisses me off. And so it's just very important to me to be honest about what is possible, what's good, what's not good.
Yeah.
And develop that trust, because the thing is, like, there's a lot of people that don't know any better that get scammed, and they're like, oh, well, that sounds, I'll download OpenClaw. That guy said to download OpenClaw, and then it fucking ruins their computer,
Yeah.
And so I just, for me, I want to be honest and authentic and like actually help people. And then I think if you do that over time, if you are someone that helps and is like a good person, eventually the universe takes care of you.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I myself experienced it too, because I myself built a Michael Jackson fan community from scratch in Vietnam, and I experienced it. You give, and then the universe will get back to you. Yes, so yes, so I can.
So are you able to sell courses and stuff?
Yes, I sell courses, coaching service. I do performances in Vietnam. Uh, Actually, I have a good reputation online in Vietnam, and I want to go global.
Seems like a good thing that you'd be able to sell like dance lessons to kids
You
too.
can Google to Michael. You can Google my name and even ask AI. You can find a lot of info about me. I think I have built a good online reputation in Vietnam, but I want to build more, spread more message to go global.
How am I going to teach in Vietnam? I don't speak Vietnamese.
Excuse me.
I don't think I'm going to be able to teach in Vietnam. I don't speak Vietnamese.
Yes. But I can attract people, Vietnamese people who's like me, who can learn English, who can speak.
I have a question for you.
Yes,
When you watch my YouTube video, did you watch it in English or did you watch it in Vietnamese?
I watch it in English.
In English, okay.
Yes. So there's
Because
yes.
I have the translations auto turned on, so I think you can watch it in a bunch of different languages.
Oh really? Oh, that's cool. So I will tell my followers to do the same, because my English is not so
Yeah,
good,
the
but it's not
audio
bad
track.
either.
Oh, I'm in Vietnamese. I'm in French, German, Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish.
Mm.
But yeah, I was curious if it was actually good in Vietnamese.
So this is the video that I first found you, and I'm impressed. Okay, so I think I can promote your group to my community and see that if some Vietnamese who really want to learn.
Yeah, that'd be
English.
awesome, man.
Yes.
I can teach, coding for Vietnamese.
Actually, with my kind of I guide my people, my followers to use AI to do kind of back and forth translation, you know. And it's lucky that your class is very easy to follow, because you write it in English text. So for example, the vibe code blueprint. Wow, that's very cool, because you have this one. There's a summarize here, and even if the translation, I can use Tana. Tana to have the transcription, and then go back and forth to absorb the knowledge. So the language barrier is no longer a problem in the AI era like this. So I'm very look
The
forward.
translate tools are so cool, man. I went to Thailand a bunch of times in what was it, 2023? 20.
Oh. Thailand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, Thailand is the same
But
time
being
zone
able to
with Vietnam.
use using Google Translate is such a life changer, man. Because anybody you find, you can communicate with.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not very easy to find people that know English there. But you can just whip out Google Translate, and it talks to people for you. It was so cool.
Yes, and I believe this AI era will change everything. The language is no longer a problem.
Yeah.
You see, Apple even they have that kind of real time translation airport, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I haven't tried it because it's expensive and short time battery. But in the future, I believe that language barrier is no longer a problem. I don't encourage my daughters to learn best in English anymore. At least basic communication like this is okay, but no longer IELTS 8.0 score or SAT score, high score anymore. Just a curiosity to learn knowledge is enough.
Yeah. I mean, I think we'll eventually be able to Josh English too.
Yeah.
Oh man, didn't somebody else come out with those one like a translation earbud before Apple did?
I remember seeing something. I don't remember who it was.
Oh really?
Or where it's in your ear.
Translation
Yeah.
before Apple? I haven't noted.
Yeah. There's a couple others. I forget the brand.
Oh really?
Look it up.
Are they good?
They said they were at the time, but that was a little while ago.
You should try that. So you can do it with Apple AirBuds, Google Pixel Buds. There's an Earfun Air Pro for $90. I should get a pair of those. Then I'll go to Chinatown in the city and just see what kind of shit they're saying about me.
Let's go.
Be like, I know what you said. You called me Guilo. I know what that means.
So, Shane, how do you think about Apple in this AI era?
That's a good question.
Will they catch up? And
I wish
yeah,
John was here. John's got like a strong Apple opinion. I think they're in a different game. I think that they're
game, huh?
I think they're in a better part of the market, honestly. They're selling the hardware.
Yeah.
Because no one's really competing there except for Nvidia.
But the hardware survive because the ecosystem they created. So the software and the hardware goes together. You know what I mean? The ecosystem of Apple.
I don't know. I don't really understand hardware that well. That's what John knows that. He could talk. If he was here, he would be able to explain it. But I know everyone that's like trying to run local open source AI, they're all buying those like Mac Minis and like the Mac stations and stuff. And I don't know if that's just because Mac has a better chip for running those things, or like why they're doing that versus buying a really strong Windows machine. I don't know.
Chips are good. Also, the way their memory is architected,
seems
to be
unified memory,
better.
something like that, right?
Yep. Like
is that what it is? It's like it's optimized to get stuff in and out of the RAM or something?
Something like that. Yeah. Like the way that the RAM, the way that the way that things are stored in RAM is like conducive to AI type applications, which is like kind of surprising because like Mac or Apple is not that big a player in the gaming computer market necessarily.
They're not, but they were always the go-to computer for people that were doing like graphic design.
Exactly.
So
and
the only people you would ever see inside BlackRock with Mac machines were graphic designers.
Sure. And I mean, they did a lot of stuff with their goggle device thing, which is like, I mean, yeah, they're kind of hardware wizards right now. But also, don't forget, they were the first company to get to $1 trillion, whatever valuation, right? And so they're sitting on a massive mountain of cash.
Yeah.
And when there is like a breakthrough that they think they can monetize, that's not going to be just like a complete cash money incinerator. Like, because like Anthropic and OpenAI, they're just burning money, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the case that I was making yesterday. I don't see how they can stay alive.
Yeah.
So then the Apples of the world are going to be the like second. They're not going to be primary movers. They're going to be the surviving movers. Like, think about the internet and like pets.com.
Yep.
Is nowhere, but now you have companies like Amazon and Chewy doing the same thing and winning.
Yeah.
But so does Apple? This is the question I can't figure out. Does Apple benefit from having its own model, or does it benefit from just having the best hardware that the rest of the models can run on?
Yeah.
Right. So for me, you know, I'm running ChatGPT today, but 2 weeks from now, I'm about to be running Gemini because it's the best model. And if I have to buy an Apple machine and it can only run the Claude model because they bought Claude, then suddenly that Apple machine's not as good to me. But if I can run anything I want on Apple, and it's the best hardware.
Yeah, let's go.
That's where I'm at. And I don't really know the answer to that, but
you don't want lock-ins, and luckily so far there's not that much lock-ins. But as soon as somebody moves to lock-in, there's going to be a move to jailbreak it.
Well, but so here's the counter of that too, is the big criticism of Apple is that you're locked in, right? You can only put shit on your phone that they approve for the App Store, you know, versus Windows, where it's essentially a free for all. So they've always had lock in, but then people still buy them. I mean, they buy them because the iPhone's just easy to use, dude. iPhone, iPad, like literally a 2-year-old can pick it up and figure out how it works.
Yeah, but Android is not that complicated. That's right now people buy iPhone over Android or over Samsung or whatever because of the like the prestige, like the social signal.
I think it's partly true, but it's not. So I had Android first because I didn't want to get an iPhone. I thought it was stupid. Because I wanted a machine with a keyboard because I really liked the BlackBerry. I like being able to have keys to touch. And the Android experience was just never as good. So I ended up getting an iPhone because BlackRock gave us all phones. They retired everybody's BlackBerry, and then we had a choice between an Android and an iPhone. So I had an Android for my personal phone, and then they gave me an iPhone. And then, the iPhone's just so damn easy to use, man.
Yeah, all right. Well,
and now I just keep it out of habit. And it's the same thing. I tried buying an Apple machine back in 2021 because I tried doing my eBay business on an Apple machine, but it was just so disruptive because everything that I already knew how to do, I had to relearn. You know, like the file explorer is different, the keyboard shortcuts, everything's different. And so to me, I didn't gain enough by having to relearn all this shit that I already knew to make it worth the switching. And it's the same thing with the phone now. Like those fold phones
Yeah.
look fucking sick. Like I would love to have one of those phones that folds out to be an iPad. But it's like
Phones, yeah.
I already know how to use an iPhone. Like, do I need to learn a new phone?
that's neither here nor there. As far as like, I mean, they're gonna keep being dominant because of the marketing of those devices, and eventually, once all of these OpenAI, once they all IPO, something's gonna happen to them. If they're gonna keep chugging along, then that's fine. Or also, there might be more developments, and maybe they'll go into the AI game at that point.
See, I feel like their place is being Sony.
Their place is being Sony? What do you mean?
Well, so Sony is a high quality consumer products company. And you know, whether it's a TV or a stereo, you know, video camera, whatever you buy, if it's got the name Sony on it, there is like a minimum threshold of quality in that thing.
Sure.
And I feel like the same is true with Apple. There is some of what you're saying with like people buying it for the brand, but also they do make high quality stuff. And so they could still operate that same space of just like, you know, when you buy this Apple box, you're getting a really high quality box. Because I think 5 years from now, I don't think any of this software exists. I don't think you have Windows. I don't think you have Word. I don't think you have PowerPoint, Excel, any of this shit. You have a model, whatever software you've designed, and it just interfaces with your box, and it does it. Like you don't.
You're overestimating people's openness to design their own word processors. It might look different, but it's not. I don't think it's going away.
But do you need a word processor?
I could do without a word processor, but a boomer Karen definitely will not.
Yeah.
And boomer Karen that runs a business or a department or some organization will not let people who are like locked into their little stacks, they're not gonna let go of it, that readily.
That is true. That is for sure true. I could have switched over to Google Sheets years ago, but I still stay attached to Excel.
Yeah, and but even with you, you're like a more sophisticated user. You have more flexibility. People who are running like kind of like, I don't know, some like nonprofit in Nebraska or whatever, they're gonna insist on like what they know how to use.
Well, it's an interesting thing, and it's something I want to make a video about at some point, but I just haven't really figured out how to bring all the information together. Oh, John's coming in.
What up, John?
John got the Amish spun out. He's in.
It's not the Amish. I got back from Kansas City.
What's up, buddy?
Did you get some BBQ?
No, I got products, auction products.
Kansas City products.
You
Yep.
buy some bins?
Some what?
Some bins, some Gaylords.
Yeah. Some pallets.
What'd you get? Anything good?
Let's see, what is it?
Like, you probably don't even know what you get until you get home and like sort through it all, right?
No, I know. Usually, there's one thing in every pallet that I'm after that will make me, 10 times my money. HPZ workstation.
HPZ workstation. What the
Yep.
hell is? Sounds impressive, but I don't know what the hell that is.
Ah,
By the way,
it's got
John,
a $2,000 video card in it. I paid $700 for the whole
is
pallet.
it HPZ 2000?
No, it's HPZ. I don't know the actual part number or whatever, but it's got a RTX 4000 ADA card in it. Look that up. RTX 4000 ADA.
Nice. And what'd you pay for that? Like $20?
No, I bought the whole pallet for $700, and it's got two 32 gig DDR5 sticks of RAM in it,
God damn.
and it's got two 1 terabyte NVMe drives in it.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it.
We're international today. We have Michael joined us from Vietnam.
Awesome.
I'm taking over the whole
Thank you.
world.
Hello, John. I'm Tu Michael from Vietnam.
Is that Xin Chao?
Yeah, xin chào. So you know a little bit, you know Vietnamese?
Yeah, my girlfriend's Vietnamese.
Oh, your girlfriend is Vietnamese.
She moved here when she was 5 years old.
Excuse me?
So she when she goes to the nail salon, all the girls there that don't know she's Vietnamese speak Vietnamese until she like says something, and they all get embarrassed.
Okay.
You know how they are at the nail salon.
I bet she is very beautiful, right? Vietnamese women.
Oh,
are
of
beautiful.
course.
Yes,
Of
Vietnamese
course.
people are beautiful. So how do you know her? You go to Vietnam? You visit Vietnam before?
No. She moved here to the States when she was 5. Her dad was moved over, after the war because he was a helper.
Okay.
Put it that way.
Yeah. Great.
And yeah, they went through the whole refugee camp and everything, and then they were sponsored.
Were they boat people?
No, that would be more like Laotian.
No, I've met some Vietnamese people out here. that
Oh,
are
I
boat people.
imagine, but no, they were on
Crazy.
military aircraft coming out, so no boats.
Yeah, you hear those stories and then you just realize how soft you are as an American, like what those people have gone through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yep.
Sen said that you John know a lot about hardware, right? Because we was discussing about Apple hardware.
Oh, I know hardware. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm just curious, what is the Apple position in the AI era? Will Apple win because of hardware or software or ecosystem, something like that?
Well, the main bottleneck for hardware, NVIDIA has a stranglehold because of CUDA. You know what CUDA is?
I don't know. CUDA?
CUDA is the language that GPUs are programmed in.
Okay.
And so CUDA's a big deal. That's how they have their little moat for the hardware for, AI. This is why OpenAI, everybody, and Grok, all these people want NVIDIA hardware because AMD can make the same hardware, but they don't have the CUDA software stack. Now,
Is that
Apple
software,
has, what's that?
is that software proprietary?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, and they don't let anyone else run it?
No, you could try to make it. Yeah, you could try to run it. You could try it, but it's just very hard. There's
Okay.
a lot of I don't know if you'd call it technical debt, but it's not easy to get it to switch over. I don't think. The Chinese right now are trying to make CUDA copy, and nobody's going to stop them. It's just very, very hard to do it. It's not easy. So, but Apple has made something like that called MLX, and it is, since they're using an ARM processor and they have unified memory, they have their own software stack called MLX, which is basically like CUDA, except it works on the processor and the GPU and the NPU.
So
and that's how they
doesn't
have. Go ahead.
doesn't CUDA also? It's a unified device architecture for GPU.
I don't know that it is, because so
Right. That's what
AMD
I'm
has
reading.
something like that called ROCm, and that's how they can have their AI, their their 395 Ryzen AIs, because they're also unified memory on those.
Say that. Who has the ROCm?
AMD.
AMD, got it.
AMD,
Yes.
AMD,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. So they have something like that, and ROCm, as long as it's used with any kind of an AI model that uses Vulkan or ROCm, it's close, but NVIDIA is the leader in the software part. So that's why NVIDIA has. And there's another thing too. I think Shane was talking about this, or somebody was talking about this, where they were wondering, if Apple is going to, since they have a good hardware moat, or a good hardware start, their hardware is very, very good for AI right now. But they've got that because they had contracts with TSMC. So their newest type of process was all licensed to Apple, because they were using it for their phones and their Apple products. Now, TSMC usually licenses for like 2 or 3 years out. So, 3 years out, TSMC will sell what they call their production capability, or they'll auction it off, and Apple had owned all this. That's why Apple's so far ahead, because like OpenAI has tons of money they could have spent to buy hardware, but they can't get it from anywhere, because the only people on earth that can make it right now is TSMC, and all of their production capability had been auctioned off 3 years ago to players like Apple and NVIDIA and AMD to a small extent. So some of the changes we'll see in the next couple of years for 2 reasons. TSMC is starting to be built here in the US, so that auction, or that process node capability hasn't been auctioned off yet because it never existed. And the contracts that Apple had a lockup on are going to start to expire. I probably told you way more than any of you guys need to know, but this is a little
It's
bit
great.
of...
Very
No, it's
valuable
fine.
info.
It's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Thank you so much. Wow. So eye-opening.
Yeah, I know a little bit about hardware. That's what I was saying. I bought some exciting hardware at the auction I just went to.
Just a little bit knowledge about hardware is way more than I expected.
Yeah. Boy. These Vietnamese women sure like text a lot, don't they? Keep getting texts from her.
Oh,
I'm
so
just joking.
that's the way Vietnamese women and Asian women very caring, very kind of attached to the man she loves.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Those may be native Asian women. This one's been very Americanized, so I don't know.
But the Vietnamese DNA is in her.
Oh,
Still
okay.
in her.
Yeah, it definitely is. Both her parents were
Yes,
Vietnamese.
yes, yes. Yeah.
You try a Vietnamese on or a Filipino on.
Yeah.
They're the most clingy women you're ever gonna find. And they go from like sweet to like crazy instantly. Like if you don't text them back immediately, they're like, "Who you with? You're with others. You're seeing other women."
Yes.
You
Bitch, I'm
guys
with
must
my
see the
kids.
movie Obsessions.
Yeah.
Obsession.
Yeah, I seen Obsession.
Oh,
Yeah.
you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obsessed. See, it's very scary movie, but scary in a psychological way. Really obsessed.
So you program stuff, or what do you do, Mike? Or
Mike, me, I'm just a moon dancer and a marketing artist from Vietnam. I dance like Michael Jackson, you know. Uh,
okay.
and I'm not a kind of tech guy, so but I really want to learn about AI. So you can see my YouTube channel here. This YouTube channel I created in 2007. Yes, 2007. You can see the info. You can check the info. My very first video is uploaded in 2007, and I just follow my passion of dancing. And at that time, people laugh at me, mock me because I'm not a good dancer back then, really bad. But I keep uploading my videos, and then all of a sudden a TV station called me. They want to do an interview about my Michael Jackson dance, and I just happened to uh, to learn and apply community marketing before it becomes a thing. So so I call myself moon dancer and marketing artist. Yeah. So
Marketing, huh?
yes, marketing. Yeah. So in this AI era, so I just want to apply AI to my expertise, mood dancing and marketing. Uh, I do kind of have I ask AI to deep research many sources of Michael Jackson dance, and uh, I study the dancing because Michael Jackson left so early, so he never left any official tutorials on how he danced like that. But with my experience in dancing since 2000, I kind of gathering the info, and I'm going to release a big course and kind of encyclopedia about Michael Jackson dancing and dancing in general, because I see some very interesting thing in there. I will share about it later. So yeah, that's how I use AI to my project. Yeah.
So here's a question for you. What models are you using? A VPN, or what models are you using? Are you using like Chinese models? Can you read and speak Mandarin?
No, not yet, but I use
So the Chinese models aren't easier than any of us using them
oh,
to
really?
you. I mean, we can't read or speak Mandarin. I mean, I can. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is, are you using a VPN and just mainly American models? Is that what? And English is a very, very easy language for you. I mean,
I just know how
not
to
easy.
say
Fluent.
I just know how to say a handful of rude shit in Cantonese that my ex-wife's family used to say.
Cantonese.
Yeah, just mean shit that my ex-wife's family would say.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wotao.
Fucking Guilo. They call me Guilo all the time.
Wotao.
Wah.
Okay. The Chinese model, I don't know. I don't remember the name, but
There's a bunch of them.
yes.
You
Yeah.
speak French?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I only speak English and Vietnamese. But
They don't still teach French in Vietnam?
Yes, they teach French, but not the main. They teach English. As a have to study subject. But if you want to learn Chinese or French or even Russia, you have to go to a kind of a special school, special class for that route. Okay.
So I thought everybody learned French
Yeah.
because I ended up getting stuck in French in high school, and my teacher was a priest from Vietnam who was teaching us French because I guess they speak French in Vietnamese.
Yeah, well, they had like tons of different countries that all conquered Vietnam at one point.
Yeah.
French is one of them.
Seems like it wouldn't be very easy, dude. That's not like very forgiving territory.
Yeah.
It's like mountains and jungles. Like it's not very easy to move through.
Yeah, Juan really wants to go to that big cave, that underground cave. I forget.
Yeah.
She knows the
Tunnel.
name of
With
it.
the one with the temple inside of it?
Yeah, something. It's like
It's
huge enough for cities inside it.
Yeah,
and
it's like
stuff.
massive, right? It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on her bucket list to go back to Vietnam and go to that cave.
I thought it was in Thailand.
No? There's one in Vietnam. I mean, maybe there's.
Sơn Dong. So you are talking about Sơn Dong, the biggest cave in Vietnam, right? In the world,
Yeah.
right? Sơn Dong.
Yeah, in the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sơn Dong. Yeah. I heard it's very beautiful, but it's not easy to explore it. Sơn Dong. Yeah. That is.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Just take her to fucking Carlsbad Caverns, John.
We're in Missouri. I don't know if you know where that is, Michael, but it's like kind of the middle of the U.S. and there's lots of caves around here. So
Yeah,
we go to
Missouri's
all of them.
famous for caves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of caves around here.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, so Carlsbad Caverns, if you're
I've been
driving down Interstate 55, for like 100 miles, you're going to see billboards for it.
Mhm.
Like every half mile, you're going to see another thing about Carlsbad Caverns. Like you can't get away from it, right?
Yep.
And then you finally pass Carlsbad Caverns, and you think you're done, and then you get hit with a few more where it's like, turn around, you just missed it, turn around. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, they have
That's
the
the-
whole freaking state covered in billboards.
There's a big cave system around here in Missouri called Jacob's Cave, and it's the same way. It's like they spend all their budget on billboards. They're everywhere.
Did you ever go to Mark Cave?
What'd you say, Josh?
I said it reminds me of the Anderson pea soup on I-5.
the endless advert.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to Mark Twain Cave?
The what cave?
Mark Twain?
No, but there's a big park here, Mark Twain Park.
Josh, did you go to Mark Twain yet? It's over in Hannibal.
No, sir.
It's worth driving
I think
over.
that's at the park.
No, there's Mark Twain Cave. So like that whole story inside Tom Sawyer, when they get trapped in the cave, it's like literally based off that cave. So you can go there and you can see the different formations that he's talking about where they were trapped and they didn't have any light and it's super cool. And then so there's on one side of the road is the Mark Twain Cave that everyone knows about, and then on the other side of the road is one that they kept natural where you go through with like a light on your head in like very small groups, and there's still bats everywhere, and it's super cool. It's definitely worth. I think it'd be like an hour away from you. It's definitely worth the drive over there.
Bad. I've been to Hannibal.
Yeah.
But I believe, isn't there a Mark Twain Park right there too, John?
Yes, yeah, the southern part of Missouri.
That lake and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
That's
I
one of the
haven't been
reasons
there
why
yet, but
the interstate is so screwed up in Missouri, because there's like a huge hole right in the middle where nobody can make roads through it. With Fort Leonard Wood right on the edge of it too.
I haven't been there yet, but I hear it's great. I hear the lake's wonderful as well, but
The lake's awesome. Been there. Can talk about that. I haven't really been to that Mark Twain Forest area.
This cave in Vietnam looks sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Here's the other question for Michael. Do you watch that the one, the MMA one fighting stuff?
MMA? No.
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 Oh, what's his name? Rod Tang. You ever watch any of that stuff, Shane? One.
I thought Rao Tang was a TIE fighter.
He's
Muay
a
Thai
TIE fighter. He's a TIE fighter. There's a girl that's a Vietnamese that's like the champ in
Stamp
in one.
Fairtex?
I forget her name.
Can you send the name in the text message?
One fighting. It's just
One Fighting.
ONE one fighting, but it's like the Asian
One
version of
Fighting.
UFC here. It's huge.
Yeah. That dude's insane. He's like a video game.
Yeah. There was his last fight, Rod Tang against somebody. It was like, Mighty Mouse was talking about it, and he says like the best fight he's ever seen.
Mm.
Yeah, he's
It was just a
incredible.
couple weeks ago.
Connor's fighting tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
back at it.
Yeah. He's got a walker now.
He put all of his money up his nose. He's got to make some money again.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
it looks like he lost a shit ton of weight.
Yeah.
I mean, cocaine does that to you.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Who is he fighting?
Max Holloway?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been a good fight 10 years ago. Now they're both kind of washed up, but I'm sure they'll still beat the shit out of each other.
Might be worth a free watch.
Yeah.
Paramount Plus.
Yes, sir.
That's the best thing that could have happened for UFC, I think. It gets old buying those pay-per-views every week.
It got to where you couldn't keep up with it, man.
Yeah.
And I used to watch every UFC event, but it just got to where you couldn't keep up with it, so I hadn't watched it for a long time. And now I'm back to watching them all. I'm excited.
Yeah, when I was in my 20s and we'd get together with my buddies and we'd all pitch in or whatever. And
Yep.
no big deal, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be like once every month, once every couple months. It wasn't.
exactly.
Exactly.
got all
Yeah.
the events every week. I think the pay-per-views were up to like $80 or $90 or something.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It was like crazy. Now you can do Paramount and you get other stuff. I mean, most of it's junk, but you get at least other stuff.
We get a couple other good shows. You watch
It's
Billie
Vietnamese
Bob and
fighting
Landman
stuff.
here next month?
Taekwondo, right?
Man, yeah.
Or no, that's Korean.
What's Korean?
Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Does Vietnam have a martial art?
Yes, Vietnam has martial art, Vietnam.
What is it called?
Yes, it is. Let me see. I can show you. Vietnam. Text. Yeah, Vietnam. Vietnam. You can ask your Vietnamese wife. John. Vietnam is Vietnam. Võ is kind of martial art. So in English it's Vietnamese martial art. Võ. Yeah.
Well, both of her brothers, they moved when they were younger. Tin is her brother. Well, the other one, Loy, he died. But Tin, they were very good wrestlers in high school. They went to state and they were wrestling. They never did any
In Missouri?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good accomplishment, dude.
Tin, he's now a security guard somewhere, but he also thinks he's like a karaoke master, so that's interesting.
Yeah, going to state in the Midwest is it's an accomplishment because people take wrestling pretty serious back there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys are interested in martial arts? All of you?
We're kind of older, so we were when we were younger. Now we watch it, so
Okay.
it's not so easy to compete anymore.
Is any one of you interested in kind of dancing, kind of street dance, hip hop, or like Michael Jackson dance?
No.
No, no dancing, no Michael Jackson music.
I could dance if somebody's pointing a gun at me, maybe.
I like Michael's music. He's got some great songs. I mean,
Yes.
Thriller is incredible.
Yes, and very humanitarian. I especially like Earth Song, In the World, We Are the World. Wow, that's too many to list. Yes.
I think Josh knows how to bust out a mean moonwalk.
Josh?
True. I could do it, but we're alright. I did buy some of his CDs this week, though. They were profitable.
Oh, really?
If you can learn it. You can try learn. Moonwalk is, to be honest, is the easiest dance move of Michael Jackson. Yeah, really. It's very easy. And you know,
Easy's rel.
Yes, it's easy.
Is speaking Vietnamese easy?
Easy. Dễ.
Yeah, I'm sure it's easy for you. Not so much for us. They got like what 600 tones.
Can you understand any of it, John?
No, actually, and I can't get Juan to speak Vietnamese much because she has lost the ability of speaking the tones correctly. She
Yeah,
can,
I was gonna say she probably speaks Vietnamese with American accent, right?
exactly. Yeah, but if somebody's speaking Vietnamese, she knows everything they're saying perfectly, but she's kind of lost the fluency of speaking the tones correctly, so she doesn't.
You ever seen that one, Shane?
What is it?
The double one.
Yeah.
Is that an
Yeah.
essay CD or something?
That's history. The history.
Yeah,
volume
history.
one. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I love that one. Zero Cap Hours. Yeah.
It's,
Earth Song. Dangerous. Wow.
Dangerous.
So is you.
But you're making profit on Dangerous?
Yeah.
yeah. What was it? Let's see.
That's cool, Josh. So,
What do I say
you are a
for
fan
that?
of music or a fan of Michael Jackson? You listen? You collect
A little bit, but your resellers.
resellers. So, you resell?
No.
So I see.
Resell, yeah.
I see in the background you have a lot of CDs. So you sell.
This is
CDs,
books,
DVDs.
but yeah, CDs, DVDs, books, video games.
Books. Oh, okay. So, great.
Shane used to, but he's retired.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Shane?
just mail stuff.
So I heard you do eBay business, right? So you sell
Yeah,
on
it's
eBay?
like eBay, Amazon.
Amazon,
Yep.
What kind of business? Dropshipping, FBA, or anything? No?
No, it used to be FBA, but it's all like merchants mostly now. So it's like eBay.
Okay. So what are your professions right now? What do you do for a living? Like Shane, Josh, Olive, John. I'm curious. And how you apply AI to your profession?
Yeah, I work in a software development, and yeah, we use AI models all the time with various. I mean, there's some cases where it's not super helpful like DevOps. Well, it's not. It's not that it's not helpful. It's that it's not that easy to have to have the model or like the agent do everything. But yeah, otherwise it's like coding is one of the most successful use cases for AI chatbots.
What is DevOps? What does that mean?
It's everything other than software, really. It's like security. It's like everything you have to do on the server, orchestrating like environments, building, deploying, restarting.
Managing the environment and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. All the stuff that I hate doing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't stand that stuff. The deployment and fiddling around with all like that stuff drives me crazy.
Yeah, and people think
building.
yeah, but like whatever you build has to work on where you deploy, right? And so it's like in a lot of ways they're really connected. They're really not that separate. The choices you make when you build will influence what you like. You could potentially put yourself in like you can constrain yourself, but like your choices at the development time you'll have to like reconcile when you deploy it.
I mean, not only can you, but I frequently have done that to myself.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's always been my dream of getting to a point where like I have enough cash flow where I can just hand that off and let someone else deal with that. Like you manage the network, you just do all this environment shit and just let me build.
But that's the thing, like for them to do it, they have to fully understand the choices you made for them to do it effectively. It's like it's not even a question of money. It's like a question of like ability to communicate those choices properly.
Well, I mean, you can do it where like you have the conversation up front of like, okay, well, we got to work within these constraints, and
yes, exactly. Yeah. You'll have to
get that agreement. I'm like building towards something that they plan on supporting,
right?
But when it gets to like, okay, it's done, all the testing's done, everything, it all works the way I want. You take this shit and you worry about getting it on servers and certificate signing and just all of that other like piddly little stuff that drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's it. Like certificates, all that. Yeah, that's straight up DevOps land. Yep.
Honestly, dude, that was the biggest reason that I spent so long building stuff inside Excel and VBA, was that 90% of your environment was taken care of.
Yeah, you control your own destiny way more. But then you're constrained about how you can like scale your solution or whatever.
You are to an extent, but I always dealt with like the real software engineers would like talk down to me because they're like, oh, we're only writing a Visual Basic, da da da. It's like I'm still following the same object-oriented principles that you are. It's just I'm not having to import libraries and do all this other crap that you're spending your time on. I meet with the business.
For them, it's more about
done 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but for them, it's more about context switching. Like once they have like kind of immersed themselves in their stack, it's not that they couldn't do what you're doing or help you or whatever. It's that like to like think in the capabilities of that different tool, VBA or whatever, is like a whole new. It's like relearning all the basics almost. That's the cognitive, and the talking down is just fucking people being shitty and fucking whatever gatekeeping.
Yeah, but I feel like historically, software engineering attracted a lot of the gatekeeper / like tribalistic people. Like the people that would spend their life arguing about whether Han or Greedo shot first,
or tab or spaces.
Yeah, tabs and spaces. Yeah. There's definitely a gatekeepy archetype in software that is just like, that could be fucking toxic and awful. Like straight up, I know people who quit jobs because of coworkers who were like fucking douchebags in that particular way.
Yeah, like
And
the
this is-
traditional like comic book guy.
This is all analogous to CUDA. This is the whole reason why CUDA has a moat, because you can think of what's the most prevalent. Would it be VB or Visual Basic?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, for what?
Somebody's going to switch to something else from Visual Basic. They won't do
Working
it,
on my
right?
video editing tool. One of the things that
So
was
that's the way CUDA is. Everybody programs video cards or anything that's parallel processing in CUDA, and you know the hardware is pretty much the same with AMD and Apple, but you'd have to switch to MLX, or I mean there was no MLX before, but now there is. Now that Apple has, you know, since the M1 hardware and Apple's unified system, the MLX came about.
But there's something
There's-
about CUDA that creates like a durable moat. Like it's not
Yeah.
that it takes a long time to rewrite all those functions. And by the way, it's like, I think it's mostly C++, but there's a lot of optimizations that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
freaking assembly and stuff. So
Yep.
that's the part that not that many people have the expertise in already and don't particularly.
Do people in the
Learn.
Bitcoin world get hung up on what kind of equipment you're running?
Which world?
Like the Bitcoin world.
Well, they used to, but not
I could see-
anymore.
I
It's
could see
all
people
ASIC.
arguing about whether you have, you know, ARM or NVIDIA and which one's better. It just seems like something like,
Way
you know,
back.
people like to split themselves into tribes.
No, they did. Way back when you could mine Bitcoin on hardware, there were two different camps. There was AMD and NVIDIA. But that was way back in like way back in the 5800. I mean, the like the Radeon series stuff. ATI, if you remember ATI graphics, it's way back then. No, but since everything migrated to FPGAs and then ASICs, no, there's not really any fragmentation like that.
Were they like Bloods and Crips?
Yeah. Now you do have big blockers and small blockers.
What is that?
It has to do with the type of block space. So when you make the next block, you have obviously an encrypted version of the last block, or not encrypted necessarily, just hashed. So it's encrypted, but a hashed version of the last block. You have the amount, a hashed version of what you pay yourself, how many Bitcoin you pay yourself. You have a hashed version of all of the transactions you want to put in there, and then there's called a block space that is a bunch of information that can be put there. And there's some people that want to limit it to 1 megabyte, some people want to limit it to 4 megabyte, and some people that want to limit it unlimited. And if you've ever heard of Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash became the unlimited space when there was a fork there. So there are tribes in Bitcoin. They just end up with a whole nother forked version of it. I could go into all of that too, but it'll bore you too. But yeah, there's definitely tribes in Bitcoin. It's not to do with hardware though, because hardware is irrelevant in Bitcoin.
So they had to find like a new way to split themselves.
Yeah.
So you know a lot about crypto?
I
just
do,
some
yeah.
interest? Yes. So do you invest in crypto?
I did, yeah.
Yes. I myself DCA, Bitcoin
Yep.
and Ethereum.
Yep.
And a little bit BNB,
Solana.
Binance and Solana. Yes, just for
Yeah.
main coins.
Yeah. Yep. You can align yourself with Binance real well.
Yeah.
That's what I would be doing, because CZ is going to
yeah.
run that part of the world.
Yeah. Great. and especially in AI era, right? Because I read somewhere that in AI era, the money for the machine to use will be token.
Yep.
Uh,
Agents will transact with each other through the Solana blockchains. What you're talking about, yeah.
wow, yes, that's great. So Solana is going down right now, but I believe it will reach the ATH all-time high soon.
Solana has probably the most efficient chain. And
Efficient chain.
it's proof of stake, way better than that retard Vitalik stuff.
Yeah. But the ETH is Ethereum is still too big to fail, right? The
Yeah.
ecosystem and
Who knows? I
I
think
don't
Joe
know.
Lubin might be jumping ship, and with Joe Lubin, you don't, Vitalik will no longer have a counterbalance, so he could probably take it right into the deep water and drown everybody. So we'll see.
Yeah. So
I mean, if he gets rid of his cat backpacks and maybe is not a virgin anymore, maybe he could probably, change some things. But who knows?
yes. So you live in the
Shane,
US,
we
right?
can't hear you, Shane. Are you talking to us, or are you just?
No, maybe saying.
Did you say cat backpacks?
Yeah.
What the fuck's a cat? What is that?
Oh yeah, just look up a Vitalik Buterin. You'll see. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know who Vitalik Buterin is, him and Joe Lubin and Desario. God, I can't remember.
How do
I
you
can't
spell
say his
that?
last name.
Alec?
What's the name again?
The three people that really started it: Joe Lubin,
Joe Lubin.
Vitalik
No, I want to know
Buterin.
about this cat backpack guy.
Yeah, that's Vitalik Buterin.
Alec Peter. Obviously, he's Russian.
He's Canadian, but of Russian descent. Yeah. He used to work on Bitcoin Magazine a long time ago, and then, after all of the forks of Bitcoin, which was Litecoin, Feathercoin, I mean, everything was coming out. He came out with Ethereum, which ended up being a fork, not necessarily of Bitcoin, but a fork coin that had proof of stake as an eventual goal instead of proof of work as always being the goal.
Wait, so he invented Ethereum?
Him, Joe Lubin, and Anthony Diario. They all did. I can't say his last name very well. Anthony. One of the first wallets built for Ethereum was called a wallet called JAXX, and it was written by Anthony Diario. Diario.
So
What do you think that guy's net worth is?
But Buterin, I don't know, 3 billion, 2 billion.
No.
And it's like he had so many chances to like take that money to like completely stratospheric levels. Not that 3 billion is not stratospheric, but like he was like shown unbelievable restraint or whatever, disinterest in getting stupidly rich.
Yeah.
I mean, he is stupidly rich, I guess, now, but like he's had so many chances on his as he was building that, and he was like, yeah, whatever. It's kind of wild.
Well, there's a few guys in the Bitcoin or crypto world like that, but yeah, one of the main things was like Shiba Inu. When they built that, they had donated a ton of it to Vitalik, and then he just donated it to some, like, I think eco people, maybe. I don't know. He donated to somebody, but it ended up being worth a ton. He just gave it away. Somebody gave it to him.
This guy's got to be autistic, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you heard him talk yet?
No, but all the photos that I'm seeing of him, everything
Yep.
in his body posture just screams autism.
Yeah. Wait till you see some of the old. I mean, because, I mean, I haven't seen anything from him for a long time, but 10 years ago, I watched a bunch of stuff about Vitalik. And then there's a couple other guys, a couple people in Bitcoin that fragmented off to make the Lightning Network that I used to watch also.
Don't tell me it's a Sam Fredman. Sam.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I love these
I
kind of
never
people.
watched Fried Bank.
I got to be around a lot of these kind of kids when Mason was going to that gifted school here,
Yeah.
and it's really cool to meet these kind of people because you like I'm relatively intelligent, but you realize that your level of intelligent, like you're intelligent, is kind of like comparing somebody that was good at football in high school to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there's just these like stratospheric levels that you are just nowhere, nowhere near. You're just
it's like
nowhere
orders
near
of
these
magnitude
people.
scale that the
Yeah.
human mind has a hard time computing. Like, it's difficult to think about how much like on the lower level, it's not. It doesn't even compute that those levels where Tom Brady is, it's even possible. And I mean, or like, it's
Well,
like
it's the same thing with intelligence. Like I'm relatively intelligent, but compared to someone like that, I'm dumb as fuck.
yeah, it's an abstract. At some point, it's an abstraction. Like, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this guy, but I can look at his pictures and I'm like, okay, this guy is like a robo genius.
Yeah. Well,
There's the
he was like,
deadness in his eyes, posture, all that. Like, okay,
I think
he's
he
next
was like 13 or 14 when he started Bitcoin Magazine.
probably. Good
And
for
then I
him, man.
think he just abandoned it, and it's pretty big right now. But I don't think he's any part of it anymore.
Tell you what, a guy needs to eat a fucking cheeseburger.
Yeah. Have you seen his cat backpack yet?
Yeah, I found a picture of that. That was pretty cute.
Yeah.
He's so fucking skinny though, man.
Yeah.
But so it's wild. I was reading about him. He's like a digital nomad. It seems like you would have to, you would need to learn a fair amount of self-defense, or at least have people traveling around with you. If you're worth $3 billion and people know who you are, you're at risk of somebody just scooping you up.
In that part of the world, you definitely are.
In a lot of parts of the world,
Yeah.
fuck, even in America.
Wait, which part of the world are you referring to?
He goes around Southeast Asia all over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but he probably gets a shuttle to the 5-star hotel and just stays at the penthouse. Money's not an issue, so
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
I don't think that he is, man. He's got a bunch of pictures like backpacking
Chilling.
around.
Somebody's taking that picture with the camera. It's probably some giant security dude.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. But maybe he secretly knows like Krav Maga.
Maybe. I'm not sure that even if you knew, like, you were like the best jiu-jitsu player and you're like, or jiu-jitsu level, and you're like 110 pounds at what's he, probably 6 foot?
Yeah.
it's the Mikey Musumeci going up against like 6 foot freaking 3
Yeah.
250-pound dudes. There's like, come on, it's like, yeah, technique goes some way, but if the big guy has technique, then forget it.
Plus,
But
those appendages are so big and long, you can just grab a hold of them.
But also, like, if you're smart, you can sort of assess. You can sort of have situational awareness and sort of assess your environment.
But there's a bunch of guys like him that from way back, that people in the crypto world that have tons of money that nobody even talks about and nobody knows about anymore. Like, if you look up Trace Mayer, you've never probably heard of Trace Mayer, but Trace, or, it's kind of like a Max Kaiser type guy. These guys have tons of money and nobody talks about them anymore. Well, they have tons of Bitcoin. Way back in the day, a bunch of OG Bitcoiners used to just go. They would spend like 1 Bitcoin per month in Vietnam.
Oh.
They would take about 1 Bitcoin to live a month in Vietnam, and then they would live there for a little while, and then they would bounce back and forth between different parts of Southeast Asia so that they could renew their visas by going to a different country.
90 days, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they were all just trading on different platforms back then when there was no KYC on anything. Back when there was a big Russian platform. What was the name of it? It was a big deal. I can't remember it.
The social network?
No, Bitcoin exchange.
Exchange. I don't know.
Yeah.
Changes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Chinese one. OKX, Binance eventually came out of that whole era, but Ghash.io, all of this stuff. But Binance eventually became the leader in that whole area. But the Hit BTC? Might be Hit BTC. That was out of Russia that nobody could. Once all the crackdown on KYC happened, they just couldn't. There was one big one called BitMEX that was ran out of Hong Kong by Arthur Hayes, and they went after that. But the next biggest one was in Russia, and there was nothing they could do about it.
That was why they said that CZ got to prison, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the reason why CZ went to prison. CZ caused Sam Bankman-Fried to lose everything and all those people. I mean, the run on Alameda and that whole collapse CZ caused.
How did he cause that?
Well, much of the debt that Alameda owned was owned by CZ, which is basically the crypto from. Once these coins get started, there's a bunch of initial investors. They get coins before anybody else, and then many of these coins went on to what the fuck was Sam Bankman-Fried's exchange called? FTX. They went on FTX, and the trading portion of FTX was called Alameda, and so you would bounce back and forth and doing these trades. And there was a person that had a ton of what you would call sideline liquidity, right? And it was CZ, because he was initial investor to a lot of these coins. And normally he would just hold it back. And Sam Bankman-Fried was such an idiot that he would be over leveraged. And you see this happening right now. CZ, I can get to that later, but he's still manipulating the Bitcoin market through Solana. But he caused all of that bank run on FTX, and then that eventually caused the collapse of it.
So he basically just forced him into a margin call position?
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of what happened. Yeah. He basically started driving down the price. Everybody started to go out, and this would have been it happened with the Korean guy with Terra Luna. I don't know if you know anything about that, but that whole debacle, and then CZ's behind all of this. He's like an evil genius. And I think his name is Jinping Zhao. Yeah, CZ. Jinping.
Didn't he like basically split America never to return again, right?
Yeah, he went through. I think he made some kind of deal where he ended up, serving 4 months in federal prison or something but it was all because, all of these Democrats were all rolled up into money laundering through FTX, and he made the whole house of cards collapse, and then they went after him. But he's doing it again through Solana stuff. If you look at any of like the hyper network, the Hyperliquid network, or any of that, he's like that huge crash we had in April.
Yeah.
Part of that is you can really tell when the Chinese are manipulating Bitcoin when you start seeing all of it starting to like gravitate towards numbers that end with or start with 666.
Oh.
You know, yeah,
Mm.
because that's Leo, 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 right? Leo, Leo, Leo. That's the Mandarin 666. It's lucky, whereas Christians say it's the mark of the devil. The Chinese 666 is
Lucky.
lucky. Yeah.
So do you think the market will recover? What is the estimated time? Because we cannot know for
Well,
certain.
we'll probably bottom around the end of the year or the beginning of next year, and then we'll start our accumulation phase.
Mhm.
And Shane knows all about, you know, bubbles, accumulation, you know, they will start the accumulation phase next year. And then by the end of next year, we'll start to get into where it'll start to be, you know, like normal price, and then it'll go into the bubble phase at the beginning of the year after, basically 2028. Seems to happen that way all over in 500-day cycles.
500 cycle. Okay.
Yep.
So I just curious that when will Bitcoin will break all-time high again? Yeah.
It won't be for a while,
Yeah.
you know, probably the beginning of 2028.
Maybe.
By the end of this year, once the Wall Street people come back, we'll probably see a run, but it'll be like what they call a head fake, or, you know, it'll be where they'll start to, everybody is shorting right now. So there's going to be a ton of people to take out by pushing the price higher. And then once they start doing that, you'll have a cascade, and then that'll make the price run up higher. And then everybody will be like, okay, we're on our new run. Awesome. Beginning of the new year, we're going to make tons of money, and people start to jump in then, and it'll start to go up, but it's not the real run. And then, you know, they'll take out that liquidity pool and they'll drive the price down. I mean, this happens over and over. I've gone through 4 of these cycles now.
Yeah. Oh, 4 cycles. You.
Yeah.
I first known Bitcoin in 2012 or 13, but I think it was a scam. And I first bought a little Bitcoin.
It's still a scam.
Yeah. I just bought a little Bitcoin in 2017.
Yeah.
Just a little, but but I surprised when he keep getting higher, and I read a lot of documents about crypto. I wish AI was back then, so that I can do research to go to buy more. I was invited into. I participated into the Solana private sale before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I participated in it, and yes, I made a good amount of money from crypto, but I lost it all to the FTX. And yeah, so that crypto market is crazy, really crazy.
It is.
So for now, I just DCA.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is like, if you're in another economy other than the U.S. dollar economy, Bitcoin is a great store of wealth.
Yeah. I believe so. Yes, that's.
It's hard for the U.S. people because the dollar is such a good store of wealth. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we inflate our own currency.
It's database entry.
Yeah.
Bitcoin
like
is.
I can't get my head around that part. Like, it's not
store value.
It's not anything. It's not. It's just an entry in an imaginary database, and like, it can be hacked, and everything I have can be taken away from me.
The Bitcoin network
can be hacked. In the bank and stuff, but we have the FDIC and all that stuff that rolls back to give you some protection. Whereas the Bitcoin.
If Bitcoin could be hacked, the Satoshi coins would not still be sitting where they are. There's 1 million coins in the different addresses that Satoshi has that would have great amount of value. Now, an exchange can get hacked, and lots of them have. People can get hacked.
There's any number of attack vectors. My computer can get hacked. my browser, like there's any number of ways that they can get to my wallet and take everything that I've got. And so that's, and then also I just don't, it's just not real. I don't understand. It's not real.
It's as real as the
What
dollar
real
is.
to you? I cannot explain, but yes, John knows best about it. But yes, Sean has a point
But you
too,
can't,
because
you can't
quantum
transact it.
computers can hack,
In
right?
a dollar, I can buy shit.
Yeah.
I can take dollars and I can exchange it for real shit.
You can
I can't
exchange
really
Bitcoin
do
to
that.
dollars too.
Bitcoin without paying a massive transaction fee, like a massive bid-ask spread. I can't go fill my tank of gas with Bitcoin.
You
Can't really do anything with it.
You can. Here, I'll explain something. So 10 years ago, we had this example of like, oh, you can't go buy a cup of coffee with Bitcoin. Then they came out with this thing called Purse.io, where you could exchange any amount of Bitcoin for actual dollars through credit card, and this is how Vinny Lingham got his big money.
But what's the
But I
percent?
regret ever doing that. I have a garage door opener that is now worth 1.1 Bitcoin. That's what I paid for it, and now that's what's. So I paid $70,000 for a garage door opener because way back when Bitcoin was cheaper, I spent 1.1 Bitcoin on a garage door opener. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
spend it on
all
pizza.
of the money I ever tried very hard to spend with Bitcoin, I
Still
regret.
better than the pizza guy.
Yeah.
Pizza
Yeah,
guy.
but you spend it, you pay a massive fee. Like, don't they take 3%?
No, I actually got it at a
on
discount because people wanted Bitcoin so well. I got the garage door opener at 25% discount. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been wrong on it for 15 years. You know, I literally sat there telling one of my friends at BlackRock back in like 2010 how stupid he was to be buying it at $600. But what are you gonna do?
yeah,
Okay.
I've been
I
wrong
just
on
don't
it.
understand
I've been wrong on it forever too. I just happen to make a little bit of money being wrong also, because I could have had a lot more money.
Yeah. But
I also just don't really believe in investing in currencies either. I've just like currencies are the widowmakers, man.
Yeah.
I've seen so many fucking people that are so much smarter than I am just literally lose billions of dollars in the
Yeah.
currency markets.
I work in the
I mean,
bank
I was
too.
part of
feel
a
it.
I was part of a hedge fund that went from 9 billion down to 2, and it was because of currency bets.
I work in the bank too. I used to work for Vietcombank, one of the biggest bank in Vietnam, Vietcombank, for 8 years. Yeah, so I understand the feeling. Many people are devastated because of currency. But John, I also to ask a serious question that do you have to pay tax in US when investing in crypto? Because in Vietnam, the government begin to strengthen the rule of investing in crypto. So they want to be taxed on in crypto investing. So and I just wonder how can
It
they do it?
depends. It depends on how you do it. So
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
you can use, just as stocks are done, you can use your Bitcoin as collateral for a loan. And there are many of these types of vehicles. So a loan you won't count as income, so you won't pay taxes on it. There are vehicles to be able to do stuff to extract wealth from your Bitcoin without being taxed on it. But way back in the day, yeah, you definitely. Well, before it was never even looked at. Then there was a medium in there, let's say from 2018 till let's say 2023, where there was definitely enough money to be made to be taxed and enough people looking at it to be taxed. Whereas now there's lots of vehicles to be able to still hold your Bitcoin and make money through like MicroStrategy or Stretch, which is in the stock exchange stuff, where you get kind of dividends that are non-taxable in America. It's a whole different. Yeah, there's lots of strategies in America, but way back in the day, you didn't really have to worry about it.
Okay. Because I think it's very difficult for the government to track all the transaction. Impossible track.
Easy for the government to track because the blockchain is so public.
Yes, public.
It's
But
difficult for the government to link a
link.
person to an account.
Oh,
But if you start I don't know, I don't know if you want to say making mistakes or
yes,
not.
but in my
If you
situation,
start doing activities that link stuff to your account, then yeah, it's easy for the government to track you. But there's certain players in the old Bitcoin network that nobody knows who they are.
yeah. But in my situation is I mainly make transaction through the Binance app because there's no way to buy to sell USDT or Bitcoin into Vietnamese dong, and the Binance has all the name and the transaction and the name of the account. So if the government playing hard, so will Binance hand over the customer information so that the government can track. And even though because they can the government surely have the bank numbers and check the transaction from Vietnamese local bank, so every transaction they tend to be Bitcoin involved. They can know it, so they can track it down and tax, right?
Does Vietnam tax you on unrealized gains?
On real life what?
Does it if you hold a certain asset and it starts getting worth more, do they tax you on the more worth, or do they tax you on the initial investment, or do they tax you when you cash out?
I think I really don't know about it. Maybe
Okay. Well, that's the way the U.S. is. So, a lot of them are talking about taxing on unrealized gains. Do you think that'll ever happen, Shane? Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But they sure want that to happen.
Well, okay, so so the wealth tax is a complicated subject. So I actually, for a long time, going back to even before I came to California, because I think the only real system that actually would create fairness is to have tax based on wealth. I think taxing based on your income is stupid because if you earn $1 million, but you spend that $1 million, that creates economic activity because of the multiplication, the velocity of money, etc.
Yep.
Where problems arise is when you earn $1 million, but you only spend 500,000. So you basically take that 500,000 out of circulation, and you start to create what is wealth, right? So you either have income or wealth, and all of these ultimately are just a denomination. So time is a denominator; they're just an expression of time when you get down to it. But anyway, so wealth is essentially an accumulation. You're going to send me off the deep end here. Wealth is essentially it's an accumulation of time.
Yep.
Right. And so
work.
What you earn is based on the value of your time, the time that you give, as well as the time that it took to earn that skill. That's what causes the differential in wages between somebody that does a minimum wage job that anyone can do and a lawyer that gets $600 an hour. Is that person put that much time to develop that skill? So all income is based on an affection of time. And so when you earn a certain amount, so when you own a business, that profit that you scrape off, you're essentially taking the amount of time that somebody's worth and you're paying them less for that, and you're keeping that portion as your profit, right? So as you accumulate wealth, you're essentially accumulating an expression of other people's life value, right? And now where that starts to become a problem is when you get massive concentrations of wealth. That's where you get the corruption, because via that wealth, you gain power, you gain the ability to do things, you gain the ability to control. And so the only way to ever really bring that under control is to have some way to claw back this massive amount of wealth that people get and spread it out. Because again, the wealth that Jeff Bezos has is because he has taken it from a bunch of people by making them wear diapers and not take breaks, right? So you can make the argument that people deserve to have that time value back. Now, and this all comes from me reading Marx, interestingly. That's where a lot of this worldview came from. But it breaks down in two areas. One, you can't functionally do it because by taxing unrealized gains, a lot of people can't make enough money to cover that, right? So if you're in California and you've got this house that all of a sudden, went up $500,000, but you've got a normal job and you make 40 grand, and the government decides you're on the hook for $100,000 of wealth tax, well, you can't earn enough to get that, right? And then it also puts all of this downward selling pressure on assets, and so you really can't implement it. It just fucks everything up. It's good in theory, but you can't implement it. And then the other place that it falls apart is that wealth now, that time value of people's lives, that gets handed over to the government, who are the most corrupt, awful shitbags who should not have wealth and power, but they get all of it, right? And so that's the whole argument of like the billionaires tax, and we're going to take 5% of Elon Musk's money. Well, you take that money that he has, and he's going to keep, creating jobs and doing stuff, and you give it to some dickbag like Gavin Newsom that's just going to steal it, build houses, and so you take from one and give to the other. So it all does sound good in theory, but it just breaks down because of flaws in basic human nature, and then also just the economic reality of you can't tax unrealized gains without completely fucking up asset prices. So that was long. That was a long answer to a very simple question, but it's something that I actually have spent a lot of time thinking about for years. Because again, money is just a way to express the value of somebody's time, the value of somebody's life. So when someone has $1 million in their bank, they basically have the equivalent of 3 people's lives in the bank. It's really weird when you start thinking about it.
Well, that would be the Marx view, and we got close to the same view, because I would think a bank account is just a store of energy. You actually, whether you create processes for other people to work in, and you capture that energy, which would be like a job, you create for somebody else, or you do your own job and you do it well enough to where your input of energy creates more output of energy to be stored. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Now, the government wants to come in and say, hey, look at this huge pile of energy you have here. I would like to take some of this and distribute it to help people. But they lie. They distribute it to themselves.
That's the problem.
Yes.
That's where all of these things always sound good. Is like, okay, well, I want more, right? That guy has more. I want
Laser
more. And it's not fair that I don't have as much money as them. It's not fair that my kids don't get to go to as good of schools as they're. So that all makes sense. But then the reality is you're giving it to people that are not going to take care of you. They're going to fuck you over and make themselves rich.
Yep.
And that's where these people just don't get it. Like we've seen this over and over and over throughout history. They're going to fuck you over. They're going to kill you. They're going to march you off into genocide camps. Like,
no. This time is different, Shane.
No, it's not. It never is.
No, this time is different. We've already seen all the communist models that don't work, so this one will work.
I mean, it's insane that it's unraveling here in America. Like in New York, too, where you've got so many people who escaped those systems and went to New York. And then they see Mondami rolling out, we're just going to confiscate everyone's real estate property.
Shane, have you heard of a guy named Peter Turchin? He's been on a bunch of podcasts, but he's also like a writer, maybe a college professor.
Sounds familiar.
He's basically has this I think he's kind of a historian, but he's talking about the modern issues or whatever through the historical perspective.
Oh, he's a Russian.
He's Russian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Russian. He is. He speaks without accents. But I think his basic premise. Oh yeah! Holy shit, he is. He's straight up Russian. Anyway, he's got this whole premise of he's got a bunch of different premises actually, but one of the most like the ones that apply to that case, to the Mamdani case, is the concept of like elite overproduction. It's kind of like what happens when a society educates a lot of people for elite positions, but there's no positions for them to fill. And that answers what your basic, like, why the fuck are we trying this experiment again? He answers. He attempts to provide the answer to that question. Why are we trying it again? Even though we've seen the result.
I'm looking at his Wikipedia. It looks fascinating, like mathematical and historical societies.
You can find what podcast? I think he was like on Michael Malice's podcast, and that one is probably like the easiest. Let me see.
I mean, it's interesting because I think that these takeovers always come from the educated part of society.
That's what he basically says. That's kind of the basic premise.
So I think what you just said, that and you're hearing people talk about that these people that went and got these little arts degrees are figuring out that they don't actually have any value and they're pissed off about it.
That's it. That is it.
Then there's also, it's also wrapped up in the same thing that you see from Anthropic, of just this hubris of thinking I'm smarter than everyone else in history, even though it never worked for anyone else. I'm different. I can do something that no one else did.
Yep, that's
So
always
it's
it.
Wait. I'm not connecting. What?
Well, okay, so you've got, these kids that went to the Ivy League schools and shit. They've studied Marx. They've studied social. They know all the poli-sci. They've taken all these classes, right? Because they got liberal degrees, and so they know at their core, factually, socialism doesn't work. But they also have this arrogance of like, oh well, but I'm smarter than those people before. I'm more evolved. I'm more progressive. I see the world more for what it is.
No.
So when I do it, it'll work.
What's the Anthropic?
Anthropic's the same thing. They think that they're smarter than everyone else in the world, as much as they run around saying run around talking about how AI is going to kill us all. But hey, we're actually the ones that can build it safely.
Yep.
Right? It's
Yeah,
exactly the same thing.
I mean, they're still in the game. Like, who cares? What do you mean? They're not saying anything that. They're not really saying anything OpenAI is not saying. They're just kind of winning the game.
Well,
Dario's much more of
Dario.
a doomer than anyone else. But I do also think that his core. I think that he genuinely believes AI will kill us all. And I think that he believes that he has to get there before everyone else to save us. I think that he has a savior complex and what's driving him. Go ahead, John. Sorry.
No, that's it. Yeah, I think Dario is leading it.
I feel like that's just this. Okay. On some level, everybody sings that tune, even Elon.
Elon.
Well,
yeah,
everybody does. Somebody who doesn't is Sergey Brin, right? He's like, no limits on anything. Let's just head towards it. Everything will be great. Where Elon's like, AI could possibly hurt us, so I need to be the most powerful one so that we have something to combat it.
Yeah, but that's just to say that Dario's not that unique. Like, I'm not necessarily trying to defend. I'm not saying, hey, you guys, hey, Shane, stop picking on Dario.
No, I think Dario is like your roommate.
Dario's my boy. Stop picking on Dario. But I'm just saying that, like, what are you reading about him that, like, I don't see the only exceptionalism that I see him like push more than the others is that, like, I don't want my company to be whatever military contractor. Like, that's the only difference that I'm like able to discern.
Well, that
Yeah, I think it's just an intuition for me. It's just like picking up on certain patterns when I listen to them talk, or because I've gone to like their Claude coding events and stuff like that, and there's just a thing there that I see that's very cultish and very like we're just smarter than everyone else.
It's gonna be coldish as long as they're gonna keep beating their competitors.
Well, here's my timeline. I'll tell you. OpenAI, right? They were all together. Dario breaks off and says, "Oh man, they're doing bad things here. I'm gonna make a company to combat them or to do better." Right? Then both of them start getting better. They both become like frontier models. But then Dario, I never really gave much thought to. Altman was really the bad guy, and then all of a sudden Dario starts like playing these games. Like, oh my God. Everybody needs to slow down. This is all going off the rails. This AI is going to kill everything. And then, all of a sudden he gets compute from Elon, and he's like, oh, okay, no, we're back on track. Everything's fine. Let's get going again. It's like he cries woof all over to get some. It's almost like if you know what regulatory capture is, or people pulling up the ladder. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Dario's not that exceptional. They're all sort of playing that game. Like, and once again, especially Elon, kind of.
Yeah, but you can like look at Elon or look at Sam and not hate him. You look at Dario, you just gotta hate him.
I have a hard time looking at Sam and not.
I'm kidding. Just kind of kidding.
Just want to beat him up. I think for me, there's just the arrogance of thinking that you get to tell the U.S. government what they're going to do. Because one was the drone thing, but then also recently, like the reason that Fable got sidelined is they released, was it Mythos, to a bunch of companies that the U.S. government didn't approve after they told them not to release it. So there just comes this point of like, dude, like I get that you don't like the president, but that is our government. And Zuck, the same fucking thing. Like, where do you get off deciding that the president can't be on Facebook? Or that the president can't be on Twitter. Like, whether you like him or not, that's the president.
Well, okay, so booting the president off a platform is slightly different than not wanting to basically. It's somewhat different than firing a customer, such as like Department of Defense or whatever, in that there's an actual risk to the shareholder value if your company is small enough and your workforce is like relatively small. It's a startup. I don't know how many people they are, but it's not a lot. If like half of them say, okay, we stop working tomorrow and we walk out, if you engage in these projects, then that's a risk to the shareholders. And Google has ran into this problem head first, except that they were already a ginormous behemoth, and no matter who protested, all of those people could have been replaced with a bunch of cheaper Indian engineers, so that didn't matter. But for a company the size of a startup, if half your company quits because they don't want to support government projects, that's a real shareholder.
No, because it's a bigger issue. It's a bigger issue that is centered here in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Where ever since 2016, there is just this underlying current of we are so much smarter than anyone that might support Trump, and we're in charge of them, and we get to decide. We get to decide whether free speech exists. We get to decide whether the Constitution is enforced. Just this whole thing of the people that largely are here in the Bay Area deciding what America is and is not. And I'm sorry, but no one fucking voted for you guys to take away our right for free speech, none of that stuff. And so Dario falls square into that group of people that like think that they're more powerful than the government. And then, again, once Trump is out, the guy that they don't like is out, and then the other guy gets in, they're going to be the ones helping build these like apparatuses to spy on us, to control us, to, psychological. And it just, I'm not down with it all, man. Like, you're a company, you're not the government. The government should be in charge, not
the
private
so like
companies.
the Twitter files and the censorship, that is like, that was pure like unmitigated fuckery, and I find it as objectionable as what you're expressing.
Yeah.
But here's the sort of philosophical, like, what is it called? The devil's whatever
Yeah.
advocate is that what allowed them to be as horrible, engaging in censorship, is the same thing that allowed Elon to come in, freaking give them the boot, and be like, okay, new guy in charge, we're gonna do things differently, and the government couldn't go in and stop him. Like, the same thing that allows them to like sort of engage in fuckery in one direction allows, the same framework allows Elon to come in and do the opposite.
I kind of
Yeah.
see what you're saying, but here's one of the things you were saying earlier was like, okay, if you have a startup and you have a leader and half of the guys that you need that are following you want to do something, you have to do that, or you lose your company is what you're saying, right?
I was saying that you're jeopardizing shareholder value.
But there is no shareholders then because they're private.
Correct. Well, the shareholder is whatever.
They'll be the people that back the entrepreneur, the founder, right?
Yes.
The guy, the leader, all of the the private equity will be behind the leader.
It's going to be the founder, the founding team, and their board, essentially, until they go public. Yes.
But here's the way I'm thinking about this. Let's go back to Steve Jobs. Let's say Steve Jobs, he's got his startup Apple, and half the Apple team decides they want to rebel and do something else. What is Steve Jobs going to do?
Well, he can fire them.
He's firing every one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's the founder, right? And he would be like, and Elon Musk would probably do the same thing. So now if you have a leader that doesn't do that, which maybe Dario is like that, it might not be so good. I mean, because these are the Americans. These are the people that are like, I'm the leader. You'll follow me and do what I'm doing as this company, or, I'm going to get rid of you and I'm going to find people that do, right?
I thought you were going to take that a different direction, John. I thought you were going to get into comparing that to like a military thing, where like regardless of how half of the group feels about it, like you're still on the mission and you're still going to do it. Like that's where I thought you were going to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would be the military governmental part of it, but this is like the founding of a company. The way I'm looking at it is like, as a leader of the company, he's got a vision, and all of the equity has. I mean, they always say it, right? You invest in the company, but really you're investing in that person, and that person needs to have control of his people. And some of these companies, they don't. They let the people, let the tail wag the dog.
But how did we get on this? What was the original?
I don't know. Bitcoin always gets you in the wrong direction.
Like, I don't know where we...
I love it though.
Oh, I think it was about like, how are the people electing Mamdani making the same mistake?
Yeah, the communists.
Trying the same experiment that we've seen. We've seen this experiment before, and I was saying, Peter Turchin explains that, provides that answer or whatever.
All right. Thank you for bringing it all back.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, they always say, this time it's different. We'll do it better. We know all the ways that it don't work. We got the one that works now.
Yeah. And so that is my point. To me, and it's just an opinion I have, I feel like Anthropic personifies that attitude more than anyone else. That we know how to do it safely. Will be different.
It's just so like soap opera-ish, right? Every week it's like, okay, these guys, they're the leaders, and those guys are the bad guys. Then next week, Those are the bad guys, and then these are the leaders.
Dude,
Okay.
it's so funny right now how everybody that was shitting on Grok a week ago, now they're
Yep.
like all in talking about how great Grok is and Cloud's gonna die.
That's what I love. I mean, I think you front run it a little bit, didn't you? You're like,
I mean,
no.
I was just right before everyone else.
Yep.
Somebody posted, I think it was a comment on one of my videos, or it might have been in the group, asking if we would ever see Grok and Gemini teamed up.
Mm.
And I was just thinking, well, considering that Elon Musk fucked Nicole,
Yeah.
that's why Sergey's not married to her anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to team up. But I didn't want to, didn't want to put that in there.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of history there, so that can't really happen. Actually, there's a bit of history with OpenAI too.
Yeah, but like he fucked Elon's second wife, or
Yeah.
Elon fucked Sergey's second wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We're not around them. They could like that stuff.
No, I know. I know.
But also, it's like it's a weird framing, because like we're talking like she had no choice in the matter. Like, what is up with their relationship that she's like,
Oh, she's just a gold digger.
yeah, there you go. So did him a favor, almost, possibly.
I mean, a favor by having to give billions of dollars to her in a divorce.
Oh, is there no prenup? Well, there you go. That's
No,
it.
so all that money that she had that was funding RFK's campaign was money that she got from divorcing Sergey. Like, I know that chick. My kids used to go to school with their kids.
I'm surprised he married somebody without the prenup. That is freaking wild.
Right? After he'd been divorced already. What the
That
fuck are
is-
you thinking?
That doesn't compute. He was already fucking billionaire. What? That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
retarded.
he gave up how much in his first divorce?
Wasn't
gotta be
his
thinking-
first wife a CEO though? Like that, it should not have been that big of a. That lady had her
Yeah.
own money.
And Wojcicki. So he
And Wojcicki, yeah.
That was his
divorced
first
her-
wife?
he divorced her in 2015.
She died though, didn't she?
Was it her or her sister?
Oh, their sister. The last name is what got me.
I don't know. It might have been. But yeah,
There's
so
hella drama with their whole family. Yeah.
he lost, a shit ton of money to her, billions, right? And so then pretty quickly he found this Nicole chick, and he got married to her in like 2018. Like 3 years later, he's married to this chick. Because we would all see her at school, and like I've told this, I know I've said this a bunch of times. Like we would see her and be like, "That's your second wife." Like she was decent, but she's no trophy wife.
No shade on the selection, but definitely shade on leaving himself unprotected like that. That's silly.
Right, like 3 years after you just went through it.
I feel like he must have not lost a lot of money to his first wife, because she's a CEO. She's like CEO of like YouTube or something.
Well, I think that they weren't completely toxic.
Shanahan was like the perfect combination of German and Chinese, though. So she could have had she was like the perfect entrepreneur's wife.
Well, so there's a whole bunch of those kind of chicks on the peninsula that are just like professionally trying to land a stand-up guy or a startup guy.
Yeah.
They're just hot chicks, because there's also, a lot of like socially awkward engineers that all of a sudden these nines are hitting them up, and they're able to like lock them down.
That's what I was thinking. There's got to be a few of them that are hunting Elon. With as much money as he has now, he's got to have some of them hunting him.
But
Yeah.
see, he's figured out the formula. He's just like, whatever, throw some. I think he's got some ironclad like legal agreements with his 11 baby mamas.
Yeah, he's like, here, we're not going to get married, but I'll give you some kids.
Yeah, I'll impregnate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that those kids are like set for life or whatever.
Yeah. They're definitely going to be.
Even Pavel Durov, the what's it called, the fucking Telegram guy.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of he's got like 100 whatever kids.
Oh,
And,
really?
yeah, and he's like, he gave them all trust funds that are like unbelievable. It's just like millions of dollars on the 30th birthday, which is like
Who is that?
bonkers.
Oh, Durov. Yeah, he is a lot like Elon too. He's like, I don't want to have any possessions.
He is proto Elon,
Yeah.
except that he's had a little bit more to overcome in terms of like doing his startups in the Russian system, which is like way less chill. That's a Department of Defense to whom you just do not say no,
Yeah.
as he found out.
Not twice anyway.
Oh shit, you know the story. That's funny.
No,
Yes.
I don't. I'm just saying. I don't think twice you can do it.
He actually did kind of say no to them and got like a whole bunch of people on the street like supporting him, but then he came to the office and all of his shares were like signed over to the representative from the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
But he anticipated it and he like just activated his plans and bounced. But yeah, you're right. You don't really you don't say no multiple times.
Yes. I think there's some Chinese guys that learned that too. Didn't Ma like disappear for a while?
But he's back. He was.
Yeah, he's back now.
It's wild because he owns like some massive, like huge amount of land, like hundreds or thousands of acres in upstate New York. And it's just like, bro, why aren't you just like hanging out on your land doing whatever? Like why yeah, I don't know. That story is very interesting.
Yeah, China is pretty interesting.
So he had a prenup with his first wife.
That tracks. Wait,
I think Nicole only got a Billie out of him.
but not, wow,
Only.
that's crazy, man.
And he's worth like 90 billion.
That's a lot.
So it's like 10% of your wealth? Or no? Not even. 1% of your wealth?
One. That actually could have been the arrangement.
Yeah.
That could have been the prenup.
I can't find anything about the first divorce and what the amount was. I think they settled privately, but they weren't toxic with each other. Like they co-parented very well and all that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But also, why be toxic? I guess it's psychological, but
Speaking of that, you know what I came to realize sometime in the last couple of weeks? So, you know how I feel about my ex-wife.
Yeah.
One of the greatest things I ever did was naming my first son my name, because she will never, ever get to a point where she gets to stop hearing my name. Like, there'll be a point when the kids are going to college, like, I'll never hear Sophia's name again. But forever, she's always going to see shit with my name on it. You know, my son's male, whatever. Like, she's always going to have to fucking hear my name. And that's kind of awesome. It gives me joy. So, Michael, we tend to be productive for the first hour or two,
Yes.
and then after that, it just kind of goes off the rails.
Yes. Okay.
He says yes, yes. I
Guys, we
see.
bullshit about nonsense.
You
Thank you.
crazy American people. I thought we were going to talk about computers.
What time is it in Vietnam?
It is 11:47 a.m. Yes,
Ah,
noon.
so
Yes. How about you?
almost lunchtime.
Yes,
So
almost
it's
lunchtime.
exactly 12 hours.
Yeah.
Exactly 12 hours, midnight already. Wow.
Which
You
part of
guys-
Vietnam are you in?
I'm in Hanoi.
Ah, nice.
Hanoi, yes. Hope you guys can visit Vietnam one time. I will show you.
Yeah, I
around.
want.
Right. So
Vietnam's
definitely.
becoming a powerhouse now that
yeah,
a lot of the manufacturing's got to go there instead of China.
yes, yeah, it's a good sign. Good sign.
I think you guys started out with 0 tariffs, right? And then I think you got a little bit of a tariff, but not like the Chinese tariff.
Yes, I think so. Tariffs, zero tariff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it was a big deal when the leader of your country like sat with his back towards Xi Jinping during some deal, and so there was like the animosity between China and Vietnam, and I think Trump was fine with that.
Yeah. Yes. But I think the most proud thing of Vietnam is the diplomacy. It's a kind of bamboo diplomacy. We are friends to every country in the world. We are not choose side. We are not choosing side. So that's why we survive for a long time in the many kind of harsh situation. Back then when capitalism and socialism, something like that. Of course, Vietnam used to choose side. To follow Russia, to follow Russia for communism. But then after 1986, we are one of a few countries that make a change. Still, the communism is the way, but we adapt capitalism too. So we don't choose side. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think the Vietnamese people are very like entrepreneurial, and I think if you go back from the very beginning, was it the 5 kings that migrated south from China to escape China? The Nguyen, Vu.
Yeah.
Oh, what were they? The 5 kings. And kind of so like they're going to go their own way and make businesses from like the very beginning, almost like an American type mentality.
Yeah. I think Vietnamese people are very hardworking, very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick to adapt, and very
just like
resourceful.
America. Hardworking, smart, good looking, just like America.
Who owns that island?
Yes.
Who owns that island? The one.
The island, Trường Sa, Hoàng Sa, right?
Haikou, haiku.
Yeah, it is actually on paper it is by Vietnam as the owners, but there are some kind of conflicts, and yes, but
Who thinks they own it?
who thinks they own it? I think China thinks they own it.
I think there's a bunch of islands around there China thinks they own.
Yeah.
No, but there's one. I'm looking at the map. There's like a peninsula that hangs down off China, and then there's a big ass island right there. Haikou, or is that Vietnam?
I don't know the name in English, but if you say this is 2 islands, Trường Sa.
This one right here.
And Hoàng Sa.
This island.
Sanya. So Haikou, Sanya. Yes, Haikou, Sanya. I think I must ask Gemini about it because I don't know the
Is that China or Vietnam?
No, that is the pinyin. Pinyin Pinyin characters. Haiko and Sanya. Haiko, Sanya,
Yeah, it looks
two
like Chinese
Vietnamese.
names.
Là gì? Okay, Hải Khẩu Tam Á. Oh, so it belongs to China. It is
Yeah,
Hải Khẩu and Tam Á. Yes, that's Chinese.
Yeah, it seems like that would be a very important island to own for the military.
To,
You can control a lot right there.
I try to ask Trường Sa, Hoàng Sa belong to Vietnam or China, or say the sovereignty of Hoàng Sa Paracel Islands is a major dispute in China. Oh, it's
Yeah, I wanna- I'll
this
have-
dispute. Okay, yes, it is
Look,
another one.
so beautiful.
Yeah, but you definitely have, if you have a chance, please visit Vietnam and enjoy the food. It's very Vietnam beautiful country, and the food are delicious. So your wife, your wife John, does she cook Vietnamese food like phở, bún?
Oh, pho.
Yeah, pho.
No, I mean, yeah, they love pho actually, and her sister's husband makes a turkey pho around Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
But
Turkey
I
Love it.
yeah, turkey pho. They
Yeah.
all love it,
Tricky.
but I don't
beefy,
like
oh.
soups,
Yeah. But what
so
do
I
you-
don't.
what do
They
you
think
mean,
I'm crazy
pho?
because I don't like. I call it dirty water. They don't like that.
It's the fish sauce, right?
I love fish sauce though.
But-
yeah, it's spring
So-
rolls, fish
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah. But what do you mean that you call dirty water? What is that? This?
You know, soup. It's just water that's got dirt in it.
Soup?
You're
Really?
breaking his brain, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I know.
Uh,
No, I'm not a big fan of soup, but you know, pho is soup, right? And-
soup is canh, right? You so you like pho the thing in that soup, in that water?
No, I like more of the spring rolls, right? And the lettuce wraps and the fish sauce, you know, that kind of. But none
Oh,
of the
come
pho.
on, man.
What?
You're in the Ozarks. Just open you up a pho restaurant.
Yeah.
You're rich.
I'm sure.
Fucking.
We go always to find different authentic Vietnamese restaurants. We've only found like a few.
Mm.
You can
Oh.
tell if they're authentic right away, is if they got a little section in the back where their kids live.
Mhm.
Then
You got the authentic. You got the wife. You're good.
yeah.
Okay.
Take more than Bitcoin and
See, I like pho, and I love like the Thai soups and stuff, but to me it doesn't feel like it's food.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well that was a good appetizer, but where's my food? Like, I need a
Yeah.
plate with like some rice and meat on it. Like the soup isn't enough.
It's not.
You know?
You gotta have a good steak.
Yeah, bring me some shaken beef or some freaking
A good like
on me.
ribeye.
now we're talking.
Yeah.
Nah, have you had the shaken beef? Like lemongrass chicken? Oh,
Oh
You
yeah,
haven't had shaken
lemongrass
beef?
chicken. Lemongrass chicken is one of my favorite. Yeah.
you haven't had shaken beef?
Nope.
Oh, dude, get that next time you go to a Vietnamese restaurant. That shit's fucking good.
What is that
Shaken
again?
beef.
Chicken
The
beef?
shaking beef?
Shaking beef?
I don't know.
What's the sandwiches? Bean.
Banh mi.
Banh mi.
Bánh mì, bánh mì, the bread one.
Yeah.
Shaking beef.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shaking beef is this. I don't know how you say it in Vietnamese. It
Shaking-
might not even actually be Vietnamese food. It might just be something they invented here.
But bánh mì is
This
good.
one.
Bánh mì is
Bo
look luck. Yes. That's one. That is really good. Bò look luck.
That
Yes.
Yeah,
Shaking
Don, you
beef.
definitely should try it, dude. This shit's really good.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good.
And it's usually kind of like their higher end thing on their menu.
Yeah.
So they usually it's usually more expensive, but they like reserve their best like steak cut for the shaking beef.
How do you pronounce that again, Michael?
Shaking like shaking.
Is it
No,
look,
he called it
look
the
like
Vietnamese.
look like look like. So
Look
it's
like.
kind of
Yeah.
look like. So it's kind of shaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Look like.
Look
Okay,
like.
ball is beef. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Well,
look like is shaking. It's very funny.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go there so bad.
It's right next to Thailand.
Yeah, very easy to go.
I just got to make it 3 more years and get this kid into college, and then I'm going to be living in a backpack. Thailand, Laos,
You-
Cambodia,
you can go
Indonesia,
north.
Vietnam, everywhere.
Thailand, where you got like all the cars and the racing and motorcycles, and then go over to Vietnam. They just have like motorcycles or dirt bikes.
Yeah, traffic in Vietnam
Go
is
race
still very
some,
crazy.
boats.
I know. There's so many funny videos on the internet of
Funny
Vietnamese
videos about
motorcycles.
traffic in Vietnam, right?
Is there, is the Vietnamese that does the longboats?
No, that's Thai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The longboat.
Where they've got the really long engine that sticks out the back.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
the canals. The
Yeah.
really fast diesel-powered boats in the canals.
They have those things out on the fucking ocean, dude. I've been out on the ocean on those things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Sapa? Sapa is really wonderful. Sapa, you must go there because it was nominated the most beautiful ancient town in the world. Sapa, you just look it up. And I have the video because my friends, my mentor also live there, and so scenery, the air is so beautiful, and it's suitable for you guys because Hanoi is if you go into summer it's very hot and damp, but Sapa is always 15 degrees Celsius, the temperatures. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
yeah, very beautiful.
The mountains and the rice paddies. It looks like a really nice place to live.
Yeah, very nice. I spent normally if I go there I must spend 1 week or 2 weeks there. Just stay at my friends' homestay. My friends mostly they are kind of owners of restaurants or hotels and homestay there because that's the local business they do to make money. Many people there.
So I could just take a Starlink modem and a laptop,
Yes, of course.
a portable solar charger, and go there and
Go there and just work and
let OpenAI work on my computer.
yes,
And
you will have
live
the best discount from me. You because I'm the close friend to the owner.
nice.
Yeah.
Does Vietnam have, it's like in China they have the white monkeys. Basically the white people, you come to China and you kind of represent the Chinese company. You're almost like a figurehead, Do they have that same thing? I mean, do like the Vietnamese companies hire white people to just like represent them? In China that happens.
Oh really? I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they'll hire you to be in the photos and stuff because it makes it look more like legit to investors if you have an American involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll literally like pay you to take photos.
In China they call them white monkeys.
White monkey.
the way
Yeah.
the way Vietnamese people and Chinese people do business still the same. Especially you see English education center in Vietnam. They hire some backpack foreign visitors from European or US. They just backpacks but no teacher certificate, but they hire them to kind of take photo and take classes and things like that. Used to a lot, but this time the law is strengthened, so no more mass education English education center fake like that. But you see, that's kind of thing they used to be.
Well, that's too bad because that was my job I was going to take there in Vietnam. I'd just stand around and let them take pictures
Oh,
and
they
paint.
have the English teachers there at least.
English
Speak
teacher.
English, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every foreigners, most of foreigners go here if they want to kind of survive or live. They just open the class, even private class, then they can earn a lot of money. And because one USD is equal to 26,000 Vietnamese dong.
Yeah.
For comparison, one pho bowl is kind of 40,000 Vietnamese dong. So it's less than $2 for a big bowl of pho. So see, so that's food is very cheap. Less than $2 for a big bowl of pho. So if you can earn in USD, you can live kind of comfortably in Vietnam.
Yeah. See, that's why I need my YouTube channel to get famous,
Yeah.
make money, and go live in Vietnam and Thailand.
I can help you with that. I'm developing my
Go,
YouTube channel too. We can collab
All right.
sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
you gonna go to Bali too?
Bali.
What's that?
Bali
go
in
to Bali
Indonesia,
too?
right? Bali is very
Yeah.
beautiful island, right? Bali, yes. Yeah,
Bali,
Indonesia.
Fiji.
You can search Bali, BILI.
It's Indonesia.
Indonesia. Yes.
I don't think I'll be going there.
Why? Indonesia.
It's the hit one.
Indonesia have laws. If you have sex with someone and you're not married, they throw you in prison.
Okay.
So Indonesia is not on my. They're not on my travel list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shane's like, all right, Philippines, check.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Thailand, check.
Vietnam, China,
We're gonna-
anywhere.
Ma-
Indonesia,
maybe-
no.
No. Okay. Okay. So in Indonesia, they have that law. They have
Yeah.
that? Oh, really? Mm.
Yeah, you can get what is it? If you're not married, you can get a year and 6 months in prison.
Oh, wow.
And it can be prosecuted if a close relative files a complaint.
Mm.
So literally, like, you could hook up with a chick and then her mom gets mad
Oh.
and has you arrested. So, no
Yeah.
good.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah, not good.
That one just passed in 2022. That's why I know about it.
Oh, okay.
I remember reading it at the time, be like, wait, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, crazy.
Indonesia's got some hot chicks too. Like Indonesian girls tend to be kind of thick and curvy.
Oh, yeah.
They're like
Curvy.
thick, round.
There you go, Shane. Get married one more time, buddy.
Huh?
Get married one more time.
How dare you? How dare you? Not unless she's super rich. Well, gentlemen, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Michael, it's been very nice meeting you. I
Very
hope we
fun.
see you in future meetings
Yeah.
and hear what you're working on. Definitely share some projects. I don't know if you guys saw the link. There's a Codex event, like Build Week starts next week,
Yeah.
where they're doing like hackathons, and then they've got some different like free teaching events and stuff like that that are probably worth joining, and you can learn some stuff. I don't know if you saw that, Josh.
No, I didn't. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I put it in the school. There's it's like a free thing where they're basically just trying to teach more people how to use Codex because they just dropped the 5.6 model.
Mm.
And then they've got some kind of like big hackathon event where you can jump into groups with people and build things. And then I guess if you win, maybe they hire you. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh man, there we go.
Build Week.
Oh, I'll check it out.
I
That'd
think,
be neat.
you know,
Mm.
what'd you say?
I said I'll check it out. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
I'll jump on that.
Work on.
Okay. So the next meeting is on Tuesday next week, right? I see on the calendar.
So, yeah, it's on the calendar. I never actually end up making it. I need to like either go there or delete it.
Oh, okay.
A lot of those things have been on the calendar since before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But now we're actually starting to get people joining the group. So I
So-
need to just kind of think about like what's the right meetings we should have to make it useful
Yes.
for people.
But so
You might
please
be lucky.
please make this time.
Maybe Tuesday be at a better time.
Uh-huh.
You might get more people on.
Yeah, Tuesday's really tough for me at that time.
Tuesday tough for me too. It's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So please make this around this time. Maybe even earlier. I can wake up early, 6 a.m. So it is 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. There, or maybe 9 a.m. From my side like this, and 9 p.m.
Well, we pretty much always have our Friday meeting.
Mm-hmm.
This has become like the highlight of my week, getting to hang out with the boys on Friday
Okay.
night. And shit.
Okay, so this kind of a tradition, right? Okay, so lucky for me because
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, I can online at 9 a.m. here. Okay,
Yeah. So
that's
come
cool.
back.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, man.
All right, guys.
Good meeting you, Michael.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Okay,
See you
bye.
guys.
See you.
See you guys.
Okay, bye,
It's
Shane.
nice
Bye,
to meet ya.
Josh. Bye, John. Okay, nice to meet you. Bye, bye. See you.